Hello, hello. Can everybody hear me? I hope you can hear me. I mean, I think uh Twitch should be able to hear me. Give me just a second here. I just gotta make sure that TikTok can hear me. Okay. I hope TikTok can hear me now. I don't know. Yeah, it seems like TikTok can hear me now. Hello, everybody. Welcome. I'll switch the camera in just a second. Oh, I left it in the other room. Darn it. Oh, well, that's okay. I can use this thing, I guess. Hello, everybody. I hope everybody is doing really well and having a really good day, and that you're all hanging out. I am sorry that I have been MIA for so long. Let me switch the camera in just a second here. Just a second here. Let's switch it here. Whoa! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We're getting some major... Wow, what is happening here? What is happening here? Okay, I think the camera just froze. I think that's what happened. So let's go to the camera real quick. Even the friggin' the in between the scenes is messing up big time. Like, that's not even running smoothly. What is going on? This computer can't handle very much. That's okay. We can figure that out, though. Deactivate, activate. Okay, I'm moving. Seems like I'm smooth. Seems like we're good. I am sorry. I look tired. I know. I apologize. I am insanely exhausted. It has been a real crazy week. Okay, yeah, the camera's not running super smooth. Wow, I look tired. It has been a really crazy week. I haven't really had a lot of time to myself, so I'm feeling pretty exhausted right now. So I apologize that I look exhausted. I also apologize that I haven't been around for a while. Not to go into too much detail. Hello, WeWin. How are you? Thank you for the sub. I really appreciate that. For everybody who's watching and doesn't know, Alana and I, our relationship ended quite a while back. And she hadn't had the opportunity to move out, and she moved out this week, or last week now. Actually, it's a week tomorrow that she moved out. And... So she moved out, and I had spent the whole week, first of all, dealing with my emotions, and second of all, having to clean up and rearrange. As you can tell, I am in a different room. That was a lot of work, partially because, she was leaving, and she was planning to move. She's going to go stay with family for a little while before she gets her own place. I don't want to go into too much detail. It's her private life. But she couldn't take everything, and so she left a bunch of stuff behind. And in the rush to leave, she left a bunch of stuff accidentally as well. So I had a huge mess to clean up, but I was still working, and my brother's on vacation, so I had to do all this while still working full-time. So it's been hectic, not to mention because of, it's a big change in life. I haven't been sleeping well. So it's been a long week. But you can tell the room is set up now. I think it looks decent. I liked the camera view better in the other room, but that was out in the middle of the living room. It looked really crowded. I was kind of debating what to do, like where to put my stream room and stuff. And I settled on this room because, now that my mom's a widow, she's kind of staying with all of us. Like, she stays with my sister once in a while, she stays with my brother once in a while, and so I was like, well, I'm here, I have a spare room, I'm not gonna shove her in this room because I've got a curtain as like the door here. There's not actually a door to this room. This was my bedroom for like 2 years, and so I don't feel that that's fair to my mom. It wasn't fair to me, but I had to sleep in this room, so I didn't feel that it would be fair to turn this into my mom's room, so I decided I would make this in my stream room, and then Nora's old bedroom will be the spare bedroom, so if my mom ever decides to stay, there's a place for her to stay. Obviously, if not that I have friends, but like a lot of friends anyway, but if any of my friends ever came, they'd have a place to stay as well. Like, there wouldn't be a need to like sleep on a couch or anything. So I set up that room as like a spare bedroom. I set this up as a stream room, and this also allows me to kind of keep the stream behind closed doors and not have it be out in the open. Because, if people come over, they don't necessarily want to be staring at my computer setup, right? And have all these lights and cameras, and some people feel uncomfortable even if the cameras are off. So I've spent a long time setting up. Yesterday was the day that I officially finished all the major stuff. Now it's little things, like I gotta actually clean out the fridge properly. I have to, mop all the floors and stuff like that. But outside of that, everything's done. So it's been a hectic week. Things have definitely been really stressful. Danilo, hello, welcome. How are you? Is this like Danilo, the Danilo, like OG Danilo that helped me with like my color selection and stuff? Yeah, we win. It's nice to be back on screen. I slept in later than I was supposed to. I ended up staying late at work last night, and or this morning. Sorry, I ended up staying late at work this morning, and I didn't get home till like 10 in the morning. I was supposed to be home at 7. I didn't get home till like 10 in the morning, and by the time I went to sleep and woke up, I literally woke up, got into the shower, and got ready. That's why I look tired, because I'm still half asleep. But yeah, so that's kind of how things are going. It's been a really crazy week. It's been a really stressful week, and it's it's life. Don't think that things are falling apart. Yes, I'm the Danilo. How have you been, man? How's life? I hope you're doing okay. But yeah, so it was a lot later than expected. It wasn't working though. It was my brother's wife and I were talking, and so it kind of went on, and so it was a late start, or it was a late finish, and late getting to bed. But we're here. I literally woke up, went straight to the shower. I had my coffee, like my mug is still here from where I finished up my coffee right as I was setting up. But then right when I was gonna hit live, I realized that I hadn't actually, I set up the screen, but I didn't actually set up like restream to be able to stream, and I didn't set up TikTok live studio, so I had no way of going live. So I had to sit and freak out to try to get it all going, and we got it going now. Ryan, how's it going, man? How are you? How's life? How have things been? You know that mug? You've seen it before, haven't you? Coffee tastes extra good from that mug. But yeah, so it's been really stressful. Like, even my microphone, I have it on automatic settings right now. I haven't really tweaked it. So today, I'm not planning to play anything. My plan is to just mess with my settings. Like right now, I don't even have NVIDIA Broadcast downloaded. It's been hectic. It's been really hectic. There's been such a big mess to clean up and so much to reorganize, because my whole life was confined to this room and the living room that's right outside the curtain here. And so Alana had run of the rest of the house, and now that she's gone, not only did I have to kind of spread out, but I also had to reorganize everything, because she didn't take furniture, and so I had to reorganize how I wanted the furniture to be. We had a big portable, I guess, dishwasher, the ones with the wheels that you can move around, but it's just me, and I don't create enough dishes to use a giant dishwasher. And so we also had a countertop dishwasher that we had originally bought, and that poor little thing would get crammed in a day, and it was getting used all the time. And so when my parents sold my grandmother's house, they had their dishwasher there, and I got to keep that one. But now that one's way too big for me, so now I'm using the little countertop ones. It's I had to pull things out that were in storage, and it's been really hectic. And so it's been busy, and I set up the stream. I even swapped the computers. The stream computer is now what's supposed to be the stream computer, and the gaming computer is finally my more powerful gaming computer. But I haven't actually set up any of the stream stuff. Even when I plugged it all in and I went to turn it on, my gaming computer turned on, but it was really, really slow, and the stream computer just wouldn't turn on. And so I had to, replace the hard drives and do fresh installs of Windows. So I'm running on a completely clean machine right now, and there's a lot for me to set up. Even the overlays you see now are different than they used to be, because I did stuff kind of trying to fill in, trying to change how the stream looks. So there's a lot of stuff I have to work with. Oh, dude. Have things gone badly in the city? I don't know. I haven't gone back in a while, in a really long time. Because the only person that lives there now is my sister, and her and I don't get along. So I have no reason to go down there. I never head to that city. Have things been kind of messy? Your son's still in for coffee today. Nice. Sepcat, hello, nice to see you. Struggling as well, some financial problems. Oh, man, that really sucks. Yeah. Oh, Gamescom. Is it this week? I didn't even realize. Oh, great. I'm so glad I'm set up, because maybe we'll do a Gamescom stream. Maybe we'll do that. Oh, nice. So you're actually going to go there? Oh, dude, can you do me a favor? Tell Hubie I say hi. don't tell him how terribly I'm doing, because I haven't been streaming, so my channel is pretty much dead right now. I'm restarting it. But dude, well, maybe not a hug, but like, give him some props. Tell him I still appreciate everything he did for me at the beginning, and I'm so happy to see how well he's doing, and that I don't forget him. I've tried to pop in a few times, but his stuff is all in German. I can't understand a word of it, so I can't really hang out there. But tell him I still really appreciate what he did for me. For those who don't know, Danilo, some of you have seen that I've actually had people come into my chat and complain about the colors that I use. There's been one guy in particular that came in and was like fighting with me. Sorry, I'm trying to get centered to TikTok. Was fighting with me about how he wanted everything to be purple on my channel, and I said that every streamer uses purple, and I don't really want to use it. Like right now, I'm using it because of the lighting in the room. But they said they didn't like yellow, orange, or whatever, and then I said that somebody else chose the colors. This is Danilo. Danilo there in the chat is the one that made my original logo. He chose orange. It was orange and like a dark brown. And then every time I would redo my overlays, I would copy the color, but I would slightly tweak it and tweak it and tweak it until it eventually became more of a yellow color. But it's all thanks to Danilo, actually. And Hubie, the person that we're talking about, was the first person that ever raided me. And they raided me with like 100+ people. And it was really Hubie that kind of like kicked off my channel. That's where I met Nikki for the first time. So Danilo's been here since the very beginning. Danilo is responsible for a lot of the technique that I learned when it came to like making thumbnails and stuff, because Danilo used to stream and show how he did thumbnails. He did my original thumbnails, and I learned from Danilo how to do all that stuff. So Danilo is actually responsible for a lot of what I do. Been here for a really long time. It was your birthday recently. Nice, Sepcat. Nice. Happy birthday. I hope your birthday was good. Oh, nice. We went. Yeah, I would love to go to Gamescom. I forgot that it was. I didn't realize it was this week. I forgot that it was coming up, though. I need to check it out. Jack, hello. Welcome. I'm actually having a bad hair day today, but you could tell I look tired. Why does TikTok Live Studio like drops frame rate really crazy? Now it's smooth again. I don't understand. Maybe it's the computer. I look really tired, but I've slept about 5 hours, which isn't bad. Well, like I said, it's been a really hectic week, so I haven't actually had like a solid night's sleep until last night or this morning. Just because, when there's big changes and there's stress and stuff, you don't really sleep well. And I've been trying to get back on stream. I was supposed to be back like on Saturday, but just one thing after another kept coming up and I just couldn't get around to it. And so I haven't been sleeping because I've been cleaning the whole time. I wish I would have taken some before pictures of how messy it got here. Alana didn't leave it this messy. It's just I had to pull everything out of each room I was working on so I could fill it in properly the way I wanted it. And I ended up with like a disaster all through the house. It was really bad. Do I have any pictures of the mess? Don't have any pictures of the actual mess. I only have pictures of like the midway progress. But anyways, I had to like do a lot, so I haven't really been sleeping well, so I look really tired. I'm also having kind of a bad hair day, but it's more just because I rushed to shower and I didn't like do my hair properly. But I appreciate the compliment, Jack. I appreciate it. Danilo, you're too nice, man. You're too nice. Yeah, that raid was a big deal. That was a really big deal. I was so speechless. I didn't even know what to say. When I got raided, because like at the time, for those who kind of don't even really know where I was when it happened, I had been streaming for about a month, 3 weeks, I think, 3 weeks or a month, and I was streaming to like one other person, and they had just started chatting, and I was playing Mario Maker, and I was really excited about streaming, so like I was trying to talk and I was having fun. And then I got a raid, but I had been hanging out at other streams for a little bit, and I knew that trolls would come around. I also knew that trolls like to pick on smaller creators because nobody's watching them. And so when people came in and just said, Hubie, I was like, what are you guys calling me Hubie? Or are you like trying to promote somebody else? Like, I don't understand. So I didn't react to the first couple of messages. And then I started realizing a bunch of people were doing it. And then I think somebody said in the chat it was a raid. I can't remember. And that's when it clued in that they were doing something nice. And I was blown away because I didn't really know what a raid was. And then all of a sudden my viewership went from 3, which was like 1 was me on my phone, 1 on the computer, and then the person watching me. And actually Penguin, who was the person watching me, came to the stream like a week before I stopped streaming recently. And then all of a sudden I went from like 3 viewers to like over 120 people watching me. It was mind-blowing. It was like the coolest experience. The Ordinary Logo fan, hello, nice to see you. Canada Pog, hello. The featured clips feature so pointless. All it does is waste your time when you're trying to catch. I haven't used the clip feature, but what it has done, have I Symbol, hello. I don't really play those kind of games, so I haven't even looked at it. It looks like it's going to be really fun, but it's not my type of game, so I haven't even looked at it. Have you tried it? Sorry, Symbol over on TikTok is asking if I played the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. But yeah, so I what was I saying? Oh, I don't use the clip feature, but what I have noticed is that I'll go on to Twitch and it'll show me a clip on the screen, and I keep thinking it's a live thing. I actually didn't even realize it was a clip because there's one person that I sometimes pop in on, but I only watch them for like a few seconds and I leave. I just want to see what they're kind of doing. And I popped into her stream and I saw it. The next day I went back to Twitch and I saw they were still live, and it was like, it wasn't a full 24 hours later. And I was like, wow, they've been streaming for a long time. And I clicked and I wasn't listening. I didn't have the audio on, and they had the same clothing on. And I was like, wow, they've been on for a while. The next day I went back on and it was again, and I was like, what is going on? And I clicked it and then I realized it was the same. It was a clip. So it's really messed with my head. Lucas, thanks for the rose. But yeah, Twitch has made me kind of weird. You're playing it right now? It's fun? Yeah, I think it would be really fun with friends. I just don't play with friends, so I don't play games like that just because I don't have anybody to play with. I'm not good at the competitive thing, though. I get really, not frustrated, but like, I don't enjoy just kind of sitting there in lobbies or sitting there dead watching everybody else play, so I don't usually play them. It goes right to my page. Yes, I feel famous. But yeah, so right now I'm just going to be working on like stream stuff. Like I've got some alerts. Obviously, we don't have the chat box there, or on TikTok, we don't have it anywhere. So I got to work on that stuff and kind of get things going. This is the part of the stream setup that takes forever because it's, you know, it's all the little details you have to worry about. I will be adding more now that I'm, you know, on my own and I have a lot of time to waste. Although this week is still kind of messy because my brother's still on vacation. Once he gets back and we're working again like normal, I'm going to have an obscene amount of time on my own. So I'm going to be working on things like I'm going to add again like the memes that people can trigger with their channel points. I'm going to add sound effects and stuff like that. I have to come up with some plans for like incentives for people to donate. So that way, you know, it's a little bit more interactive for everybody. When I came back, and now it's been like 5 months. When I came back, I was really just doing it for the sake of having a hobby. I wasn't really doing it to grow my channel. You know, by that point, Alana and I, we were done. And so we weren't spending any time together. So I was literally just like sitting on my couch doing nothing. So I was like, if I'm doing nothing, I might as well go live and at least do nothing in front of you guys instead of just like do nothing sitting in a room. And so I wasn't planning to do anything as far as like incentives or any channel points or anything, because I wasn't trying to grow the channel. I was literally just going live to hang out with my friends, right? But now that I'm kind of able to do it, you know, I'm gonna add a lot to the channel, and so I'm gonna do that over time. But today it's gonna be just more of like the basic setup, like putting the chat on screen. I gotta set up the audio. Right now my audio is just put on so you guys can hear things, but I gotta set that up because now that I've swapped the computers, the audio layout has also changed because one computer has the optical out, the other one doesn't. And so I had it hooked up one way, but now that I've switched it, it doesn't work because the optical out is on the opposite computer now. So I've got to try to like remember how I did things and try to set it up. That's the kind of stuff we're going to do today. Nothing exciting. We're not going to be, you know, playing anything. If I finish quick, maybe I'll play something. But for now, we're just going to hang out, I guess. Oh, it's on Game Pass. Okay, so I just bought... Ryan, I don't know how like into stupid toys you are, but you could tell with the arcade in the background. I'm into stupid toys, or the friggin' Nintendo Labo thing, shotgun thing back there. I'm into stupid toys. But But I just bought an ROG Ally. For those who don't know what that is, it's Asus's response to the Steam Deck, and it's the first handheld computer that's actually a competitor to the Steam Deck. There's been a bunch of handheld computers over the last year that have come out, but they've all been ridiculously priced, like $1,500 American, to get something that performs very similar to the Steam Deck. And you can get the Steam Deck for as cheap as $400 Canadian, $500 Canadian. So for a lot of people, it didn't make sense to spend, triple the amount for a machine that is barely any better than the Steam Deck. But then Asus released the ROG Ally, which is very much like the Steam Deck, performs far better than the Steam Deck in certain aspects. When you put it on full turbo mode, it wipes the floor with the Steam Deck. But when you go on battery reserve, the Steam Deck completely outdoes the ROG Ally. So they both kind of have their strengths. And the ROG Ally, there's only one version, and it costs just slightly more than the full-blown version of the Steam Deck. So pricing is fairly competitive. I just got the ROG Ally. I've been playing that thing like crazy. But the reason I'm telling you all this is because I actually got a 3-month free Game Pass with it. So maybe I'll check it out that way. Hello. Enigma, how have you been? You popped onto my For You page last night, was it? I think it was last night. I was wondering how you're doing. I must have called you with my energy. How have you been? I hope life is treating you okay. Mr. FOV, hello. How are you? Dude, it's really good. It's really impressive. It's got its issues because for those who don't know, the Steam Deck has its own OS. It's running on the Steam OS, which is a form of Linux. But it's very, very well curated. It's made for the touchscreen, so it works the way it's supposed to. But the big drawback to the Steam Deck is if you want to install stuff from the Xbox store, you have to kind of do a workaround to do it. Or if you want to use the Epic Games launcher, you have to do workarounds. You can't just do it. So that's kind of one of the drawbacks. But because it's so well curated, everything is made to work. And so it feels more like a console. Whereas the ROG Ally is literally a PC. You have Windows 11 on that thing, and using Windows 11 on a 7-inch screen with your finger is a bit of a nightmare. And you get all the same problems you get with Windows, where things crash, where things minimize, or they get out of full screen, and it's kind of a nightmare to work with. That being said, I can install whatever you can install on Windows under the ROG Ally, which is the reason I went for that instead of the Steam Deck, because I play stuff on Epic. I get a lot of stuff from Epic because I work with Deep Silver, and they're the ones that provide me things, and it goes through Epic usually. So for me, it just made sense to get the ROG Ally. Performance-wise, I am blown away by that thing. Depending if you prefer resolution to graphics or graphics to resolution, if you play on 1080p on medium, sometimes low settings, you can pretty much run anything at around 30 frames. If you're closer to the lower end on settings, you can get 60 frames a second, no problem. But if you're willing to play at 720p, honestly, you can get a lot of games to run on medium high settings at 60 frames a second without it breaking a sweat. I can play Baldur's Gate on that thing at 720p on medium high settings and sit around 45-50 frames a second. For a handheld that's only slightly bigger than the Switch is really, really impressive. And I love the fact that I can sit on my couch with the TV on and still be playing on my Ally while having my feet up instead of having to sit here at the computer to play the same game. I really, really like the ROG. I really, really like the ROG. Kink, hello. How are you? Welcome. 13 viewer. Yeah, it's a pain in the butt. Yeah, the Steam OS is definitely a big bonus for the Steam Deck. It's also less bloated, so it makes the Steam Deck run much more efficiently. And going back to what I was saying, the Steam Deck can run at a very, very low wattage. I think it's 5 watts it can run at, and still run the games very, very respectably. Whereas the ROG Ally, I've brought it down to 8 watts, and at 8 watts, it chugs. It really chugs. There are certain games I can play. They have to be older. Obviously, indie developer games mostly run okay at 8 watts. The best that I've been able to push is Dragon Age Inquisition on medium high settings at 8 watts, and it runs okay. But you're more comfortable around 15 watts, which is far higher than it is on the Steam Deck. So you get better battery life on the Steam Deck than you do on the ROG Ally. but the ROG Ally is a 1080p screen. The Steam Deck's only 720p. The ROG Ally also does 120 hertz. The Steam Deck only does 60. On the ROG Ally, you're not going to be running anything at 120 hertz, but it's just nice for that extra little bit of pop on the screen. The screen also is just a nicer quality screen, but it's got its issues. It's definitely got its issues. The ROG Ally is not for everybody. It can be a real headache. It took me a whole day to set it up before I could actually start playing. There's also some issues with like not overheating, but the heat causing SD cards to mess up. Whereas the Steam Deck doesn't have any of that, but the ROG Ally is also way quieter than the Steam Deck. So it's like they've all got their benefits. The touchpads on the Steam Deck, there's no competition. The ROG Ally doesn't have them, so it's a nightmare to kind of play certain games because you got to use the joystick. But I really, really like it. I freaking love that thing. I play with it all the time now. It's such a cool purchase. It really, really is. Yeah, Ryan, you have to mess with them. And again, depending on how you want to play, it can really be time consuming because you want to just tweak it perfect, right? Whereas like for me, it's a tiny screen. I don't mind playing at 720p. And at 720p, I'm fairly confident that I could just kind of put it on medium or high settings and I'm good to go. And up until now, everything has run on medium to high settings. And for Baldur's Gate to be running with relative ease, that's the part that's problem free. But the ROG Ally doesn't really have a community that supports it. They don't have like a system-wide community where like Steam itself is fostering the community. ROG doesn't have that. You kind of have to go to forums and stuff, and each person is giving you different opinions on what they think are the best settings, and so it can be kind of a pain. And Mr. FOV, you bought me that something VV Rising game, and I installed it on the ROG Ally, and it's mouse and keyboard, and the ROG Ally does not like that game. I've tried multiple times to play it, and I just couldn't get into it because I couldn't get the controls to work. And so that's kind of an issue. Sometimes the ROG Ally will kick in as a controller, and so the game will just recognize it. Sometimes it won't. Sometimes the Steam operating system, big picture mode or whatever, will allow you to use Steam to set up the controls, but then sometimes the ROG is signaling as a keyboard and the Steam is waiting for a controller, and then the game just doesn't know what to do. And so it can definitely be a headache. So yeah, it's not for everybody. It's really for people that like to tinker. I like to tinker, so I was okay with the risk. There have been days where it just really frustrates me, but I liked the idea of being able to use the Epic Games launcher or the Xbox launcher without having to do any kind of back end work to get it to work. I can just download it and it's good to go. So I'm happy with it, but yeah, the Steam Deck is probably a better choice for the vast majority of people because it's far less of a headache. The Steam Deck was much easier to kind of just get going. Whereas the ROG, like I said, it took me a whole day to even just set it up. Oh, I keep forgetting about TikTok. Sorry, TikTok people. The chat got covered. Hello. Sorry, I can't read your name. I see like an anime character. How are you? I have not been streaming. Sorry, I don't know when you sent that message. I hope you're still there. I haven't been streaming. I took a week off. Long story short, my significant other and I broke up a few months ago and they just moved away. So I spent all week kind of absorbing the feelings and rearranging. As you can tell, my room is different. So I've been doing a lot. So it's been pretty busy. Do you want me to call you Enigma? Or is your name that sounds like mine? Okay. So this is where it's because I thought the same thing. I was looking at the Steam Deck. That's what I was going to get. And the only reason I even looked at the ROG Ally was because I had bought a tablet and I was returning it. And when I was at Best Buy, I saw the big logo there and I was like, ooh, that looks pretty cool. And so I looked it up. And a lot of people say that it's much more expensive, but that's if you compare the base model of the Steam Deck to the ROG. But the ROG has the 512 megabyte or gigabyte internal drive, and the base model of the Steam Deck has the 64 gigabyte one. That's the slower speed, and the ROG Ally has the higher speed. So if you were to compare them head to head, it would have to be the top Steam Deck, to compare to the ROG Ally, and then at least in Canadian dollars, it's a $50 difference. And so, like, in pounds, I'm assuming it's probably 50 pounds. Then it becomes much more comparable because now you're looking at something that would be roughly the same size. That's when you look at it and go, okay, that's not that bad. And for the extra money, you get the much better screen and you get the much more powerful hardware. Like, it's far more powerful. But if you're looking to get just the basic one, yeah, then the ROG Ally shouldn't even be a consideration because you're not looking to get something that powerful or that big in hard drive space and all that. I was looking at the base Steam Deck, but then I was like, 64 gigs is not going to be enough, so I'm going to have to upgrade. And then once I started looking at that, I was like, okay, well, now it's just $50 more for the ROG Ally, and I get far more benefit from it. I'm just going to jump up the extra $50 and get that instead. But yeah, if you're looking at just the base one, it's definitely not even in the same league. It's not even worth it because you still get the same amount of power from the Steam Deck, whether you're on the base or on the higher. It's just the hard drive, really, that's the difference. Yeah, and that's it. I was in the same boat. Like, I was looking at both. I spent multiple days just like reading reviews, watching reviews, and looking at pictures and seeing performance, and like both of them looked really intriguing. And the Steam Deck was where I was leaning. I was like, I'm gonna get the Steam Deck. And the only reason that I decided in the long run to get the ROG Ally was that the Steam Deck didn't give me a specific date I was gonna get it. Like, it wasn't like if you order something, it says, okay, in 3 days you're getting it. So it could be a week to 2 weeks. I don't want to sit here waiting that long because I work. And what if it sits outside all day and somebody steals it? I could just go to Best Buy and pick it up right now. So I went to Best Buy and picked it up right then and there. that was like the big deciding factor for me. The only thing that I was kind of torn on was whether or not I wanted to tinker or not. And I didn't really want to tinker. But then, you know, going back to what I was saying earlier, I do a lot of stuff because of the Deep Silver collaboration thing. And almost everything they've given me has been through Epic. And so I haven't given the games enough time. I play them for a few hours, but I feel like I don't play them enough to make a video on them properly. And with the ROG, I can literally just play the game nonstop while I'm sitting around instead of having to sit at the computer, which is something I hate to do. And so for me, it was just like those specific reasons, it made more sense for me. But even now I look at the Steam Deck and I'm like, it's still a better choice, the Steam Deck. Steam is also very supportive of their hardware. If anything goes wrong, they've been very, very good at allowing people to be able to repair it and, you know, send it out to get repaired, and getting parts is a lot easier. The ROG Ally doesn't have any of that. Not to mention that the failure rate of the Steam Deck is much lower than the ROG Ally. And Asus is infamous for being really bad with customer service, really bad with hardware support. And Steam's already said the next Steam Deck that comes out isn't going to be more powerful. It's just going to have like a nicer screen, a better battery, and that's about it. So like, if you see a new one come out, you know your hardware will still be competing with that one. It's just that one has a couple of extra niceties which won't affect your gameplay. Whereas like the ROG Ally, we don't know what's going to happen. You know, next year they might come out with a brand new one with better hardware and they just ignore this one. And so like, it's definitely not the best choice. It was just the best choice for what I needed. Do you know what I mean? Hello, Jimmy. How you doing? Welcome. You got yours in 10 days? Yeah, so I didn't know how long it was going to take. And I'm impatient. And so I was like, I'm going to get it now. Especially because I got it like a couple of days before Alana left. And for me, I know how I get when I'm alone and have nothing to do. So I was like, I want some toys, so I have something to do when I'm kind of down. So I was like, I want to have it now and have it all set up so I can just like turn it on and go when she's not around. And it was a good choice. I love it. I freaking love it. I honestly think it's a very, very cool system. Definitely not for everybody, like I said. But I don't regret it. Even like, as soon as I purchased it, I brought it home, I turned it on, I was getting set it up. I was setting it up. And while I was doing it, I was just kind of like, am I even really going to use this thing? Like, I've got a tablet that games, and I game a lot on that thing. Do I really need this thing? I haven't gamed on my tablet since I got the ROG Ally. And I've gamed far more on my ROG Ally than I've gamed on anything else in the same amount of time ever. Because I just have that thing on me all the time, and I'm constantly just jumping on and playing things. Horizon Zero Dawn is a game that I've had for forever, and I've just never sat down to play it because I have it on PC, and that's turning this thing on, sitting here and playing it. And at the time, you know, I was with Nora, I didn't want to sit in front of the TV and play it, so like I never played it. On the ROG Ally, I've gotten way further than I ever have, and I'm constantly just jumping in and playing. I love it. Such a great purchase. Danilo, no worries. Oh God. Wow. Dude, be prepared, because that's traumatizing. Hopefully you don't have to see anything. Thank you for popping in, dude. Stay safe. Take care of yourself, okay? Exactly, right? That's exactly it. You get to sit with it, play a full-blown PC game, and not have to be at your PC or like bring a PC over. It's just in your hands and you're good to go. I also like the fact that there's access to certain games that you can't play anywhere else, and it's just there in your hands. You can just kind of take it, right? Because like the Switch, I love the Switch because it's portable, but there's such a limited variety of games. And like the PlayStation, you can do like the remote play and stuff, and that really helps to be able to play some PlayStation games handheld if you have like a tablet or like the something bone for your phone, and so like or the backbone, and so like that's great, but it's not the same, you know. For something that's like fully built to do that is so different, such a different experience. I love it. Preston, I'm sorry. Don't do it. How are you, man? How are things? Oh. Went way over my head. Dude, I want to do that so bad. Okay, have yourself a good time, man. I don't even know what to say. But yeah, hopefully you can, you know, show me some stuff with Gamescom. That'd be so cool. See you later, man. Thanks for popping in. Thank you for everything you've ever done for the channel, dude. Thank you. But yeah, no, the ROG Ally is cool. The Steam Deck is cool. I love that they're doing this because it's something I've wanted for forever. I've always bought laptops that did some kind of gaming specifically because I wanted to be able to take it on the go. But any proper gaming laptop gave you like an hour of battery, and it was still huge and heavy. So I would buy not gaming laptops that would be capable of playing something on low settings to get a bit more battery out of it. But it was still a laptop. Like, it wasn't comfortable. So the Steam Deck, the ROG Ally, all these new machines to me are like the epitome of gaming. Like, I love that this is a new thing. It's such a game changer for me. I love it so much. Okay, so we're gonna actually work. Let's actually work while I talk. So right now I want to actually download the NVIDIA Broadcast because my PC didn't download it. You're gonna bring it with you to the hospital? Yeah, I've always had gaming laptops, but what I don't like about gaming laptops, at least the ones that I've owned, they're always made of plastic, and the hinges always break. I've owned 3, and all 3 of them, the hinges broke, and so it was a nightmare because once those hinges are done for, there's no way to fix it. It's not like a metal hinge where if it breaks, you could just kind of replace the screw or use like pliers and stuff to kind of straighten it out. You can't do any of that with plastic. And so it just becomes just a headache to work with. And I didn't like that. And like I said, they're big and they're loud. They usually have not great screens unless you're looking at like a $2,000 or $3,000 laptop. And I don't want to spend that on a freaking handheld. Not a handheld, but like on a portable thing. For $3,000, I'll buy myself a 4090 or whatever. And so like the last laptop I bought was for school. That was PC based. And then I moved on to Mac, and I've kind of just stayed with Mac, but I don't use those for gaming, right? I use those for editing. So like it's a totally different reason to use it. And I kind of just gave up on the gaming on the go type of thing. I was just using my tablet for it because at least that gave me some kind of option, and the battery lasted a few hours and it was quiet. But now that there's things like the Steam Deck and the ROG Ally, it's a game changer. Like, I've got so many games installed on that thing. I got like a 512 gig SD card, so now I've got a terabyte on that little thing. And I've been playing... Sorry, I drank my coffee too quick and I'm like trying not to burp in the microphone. I've been playing Horizon Zero Dawn. I finally beat Days Gone because of the ROG Ally. But I played Horizon Zero Dawn. I've been playing High something, the one that's got made by the Rick and Morty people. That game, I've been playing that. I've been playing Dragon Age Inquisition and Death Stranding. Those are like the 3 games that I've been spending a lot of time with. But I also, jump into Batman Arkham Knight, which I haven't played fully through. And I've been playing... There's one other one that I've been playing, but I can't remember what it is right now. But, like, I love that I can go through those, like, AAA games and just play them, which is awesome. I did install in Horizon, the racing game. Whatever that's called. I'm sorry, I'm still half asleep. And I played it on there. It runs great, but I prefer using the steering wheel, so I deleted that one really quick. But like, I just love that I can do that. I love that I can do that. Ah, okay. That makes sense, Weewin. Yeah, see, and like that's what I used to do, right? Like I had my gaming laptop, and at the time, I used to like go and stay at my brother's house, or I would go and like, because either I was living on my own or I was living with my parents, but like I'd go and spend a weekend at my brother's house, or we would go away for like a few days, and I would take my gaming laptop, so I had something to do, right? Because with my brain the way it is, sometimes I don't socialize, so it's like I can just sit and play my video games. So I liked having gaming laptops for that. Now I love that I can have the ROG Ally, and it's so much smaller, and I can still pull it out and play, and I don't have to like do a whole setup to do it. But yeah, that makes sense. Having it to go hang out with friends definitely makes sense. Come on, broadcast, download. Okay, so we've got the NVIDIA broadcast going. I should probably get the chat window going. Where is Streamlabs? Oops. Okay, am I live again? Okay, looks like I'm live again. That was weird. Everything disconnected for some reason. My internet just like dropped. But I think we're back. Okay. I should be good, right? I should be live? Am I... Okay. Whoa, the camera messed up. Whoa, the camera's all messed up. What is going on here? Oh, I know. Aha, there we go. Okay. That's way better. That's way better. Okay. Am I good? Or am I live? I think YouTube might have kicked me out, though. YouTube might be not live. I don't know. Is YouTube live? I have no idea. I have no clue, but I should be way smoother now. We should be good now. Oh, it seems like we're good. It seems like we're good. Okay, YouTube's live. Okay. So, what happened... Sorry about that, everybody. I'm back. What happened was that I had OBS set up to use the CPU, and I've had it set up like that for forever because my main computer has a Ryzen 7, and Ryzen is very, very good at encoding for streams, and Ryzen 7 can do it without breaking a sweat at all. But the PC I'm using now is a Ryzen 5, and it's like the first generation Ryzen 5, and so I was pushing it way harder than I should have, and I forgot. And so I needed to change to the video card instead of the Ryzen. Okay, so let's go back to chatting. See, now even the transition is way smoother. It's way, way better. Okay, and so I was pushing it way harder than I needed to. Now that I put it on the video card, because it's a 3070, it does it with no problem. So that's what was happening. Okay, my apologies. I didn't realize that. That is much better now. Now the stream is running much better. Okay, did NVIDIA Broadcast install? Okay, it installed. Cool. NVIDIA Broadcast is launching. It's launching. Launching. I know I'm a pro streamer. I'm a pro streamer. Hey Retro, you're such a good streamer. It's amazing. Oh, I'm so tired. I keep looking at my face and I'm like, I look so tired. Oh my god, it's embarrassing. Okay, so first of all, I gotta turn off my camera. So let's disable my camera. Everybody, TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, you're gonna see my camera turn off. I apologize. Let's deactivate. Let's activate it over here. Come on. There we go. It's on there. Turn on background blur. Turn it way down because it's way too high. And then turn it on over here and activate. Boom. Now we got a nice blurry background. Now it looks even more pro streamer. Even more pro streamer. So that's good. Right? Because look at the difference. Turn it off. You get that little bit of extra blur. Adds so much. There are a lot of streamers that I see that like have it way up here. And like this doesn't look good, right? Like this looks ridiculously fake. And you can see the errors like around the edges and stuff. It doesn't look good. But if you do this, just slightly, the errors are a lot harder to see. And it looks far more professional, right? I've got airbags. I've got under the eyes airbags if anything happens. But yeah, there's a pro tip for everybody. If you're going to use NVIDIA Broadcast for some blur, use the minimal amount of blur, and it looks far more professional than like the super heavy blur that some people put on. Anybody who's popping in, I see TikTok has people popping in and going, oops. Oh, look how it's slowing down. This computer really doesn't like my transition. How about if I go to performance? Does that help? Does that help transitions? No, it's still struggling. It's still struggling. That's okay. I can figure out how to fix it later. Yeah, I have this as my starting soon screen. I never use the starting soon screen. But now I'm trying to like up my game. So I thought I would do something like this. Everybody does it with like a purple tinge. I was like, I don't use purple on my channel, so I'll go with like a yellow tinge. I'm not sure how I like the yellow yet. And I'm probably going to take a lot more time and maybe hand draw something from scratch. Right now I used a bunch of assets and just put them together to kind of fill in for now. But I thought this was a great way, and you can still kind of see me. See, I set up my old C920 so you guys can still see me. So you know when I'm sitting here and you kind of get the impression that I'm starting. And then that way it gives people a chance to jump in. I can get up and do whatever I need to while I'm waiting to start. And then as soon as I want to start, streaming, I could just jump into my main stream channel thing here. And I think it looks okay. I gotta figure out what is going on with that transition, though. The transition's really rough. It's really, really rough, and I don't know why. Can I change it, maybe? Maybe it's just one of the... Maybe I don't want to use hardware decoding? Does that help? No. I think the computer's just on its way out. I think the computer is just not happy with me. I think that's all it is, really. Can I... No, I don't think I could change the bitrate while I'm live, right? I can. What if I go down just a little bit further? What if I go down to like this? And that? Does that help? I don't know. I don't know if this helps. I don't know. Did that help at all? No, it's still all jammed. That's okay. That's okay. I don't mind. Yeah, so we got NVIDIA Broadcast working now, which is good. It's messing with the transitions, but that's fine. I'd rather have the proper blur than to have the transition, because the transitions get used once or twice per stream, so it doesn't really matter. Oh, that's the worst, we win. That is absolutely the worst. I was able to sleep. It's just I haven't been sleeping well, so like all the tired is just catching up. That's all it is. It's just catching up to me. How do I sign into this stupid thing? I really don't like how Streamlabs has their there we go, their like website when you go in. It's kind of messy to get into. All right, so we've got the alert boxes already, but let me get the chat screen going up. Where is the chat box? Chat box. There it is. Yeah. So copy my URL. And then let's add it to, not the scene, not a scene. We need to add a source. Browser chat box. And then add it. Okay, so now we've got a chat box. I don't think the size is right though, but that's fine. I don't even know. I don't even know. We'll see in a bit. Width. I don't want it to be wider. I want it to be taller. So let's do 800 by 600. So that's a bit better. So chat box should be right there. And now for TikTok, let's add the Twitch chat box, because TikTok needs to see what everybody on Twitch and everything is saying. So chat box for TikTok. It'll kind of cover my face, but whatever, no big deal. So that's there. Want to take a nap, but didn't. Maybe you'll sleep all night now. Yeah, maybe. It's your day off. Okay, I'm typing text. Test. Does it come up on screen? Is it not coming up on screen? Okay, it is coming up on screen. Okay, that works. That's okay. I don't really think I need the yellow box if I've got those gray boxes. Maybe I don't need the yellow box. I don't think I need the... Do I need this? No, not this one. Do I need this? I don't think I do. I think we're okay without it, because it'll be fine. It'll be visible. Okay, so we've got chat box on that scene. Let's go to the gameplay scene and add it there. Whoa, slow motion. Okay. So this is going to be my gameplay window now. A little bit different on YouTube and Twitch. Got the rounded corners going on. Let's add chat box here. I'm feeling really weird right now. I feel like I haven't taken my meds in a few days, and I've taken them for the first time today. It's a really weird feeling. It makes me feel kind of sick. Okay, and now for TikTok. Browser, chat box. This is what a lot of viewers don't see when somebody is a streamer. They don't see all the setup we have to go through just to get the stream to look half decent, you know? Okay, so we got the chat box in both. So that's good. What else do I need as far as like overlay stuff goes? I've got the alerts already. I've got the chat box. We got NVIDIA broadcast. Those are like the biggest things that I needed. Oh, and for everybody watching, I am going to be, I'm gonna be streaming at weird hours right now, just until I get used to my schedule, until my brother gets back and I kind of know what it's gonna be like. I'm still having really late nights. Like tonight, I probably won't be. I'll start at like 10, and I'm gonna be just going straight through till about 7 or 8 in the morning, without a break. So there's not gonna really be a chance for me to kind of re-energize. So tomorrow's probably going to be just as late as today when it comes to streaming, but I'm hoping once my brother's back, I'll be able to kind of balance out my stream schedule a little bit better and start maybe a little bit earlier. And then because I won't start work until later, I'll be able to like record my TikToks and everything after the stream in the evening, like at nighttime, instead of having to like rush around as soon as I get up. So hopefully we can get that kind of going. Okay, so we've got the chat box. Oh, the sound. Okay, so this is going to be a big headache for me. Everybody watching, you're not... I'll try to show you guys. I'll put it on screen so maybe you can see it. But it's going to not make sense to a lot of you because it's going to be... Whoops. It's going to be really messy. There's a lot of really like weird things I have to do. Why is my Go XLR? I need to set up my sound, but my sound is like overly complicated. And the reason it's overly complicated is because I like to have my alerts at one volume and have my... damn it. This mouse, now that I spilled coffee on it, it really doesn't like to play with me. It like glitches out and won't like... It just won't do what I'm asking it to do. It keeps like spazzing out. Sorry, people don't like that term, I apologize. But it keeps like stuttering and like not responding to the clicks that I make, or it clicks and then just stays clicked. It won't actually let go of the click. So it really messes with me. Okay, So I need to set up my sound. No, I think it's the Go XLR that's messing with everything. It keeps minimizing my window. Okay, so let's add for the sources. Can I capture it? I don't know. So window capture. Go XLR maybe? Okay, so that did work. You should be able to see it. There we go. So my Go XLR is there, and I'm also gonna need one for the voice meter banana. So add window capture voice meter. Okay. So you can see that too, just so you can kind of see what I'm messing with, like the dials and stuff. You won't be able to see the other computer. Although I guess I could do this. I could do this because you kind of want to see the other computer while I'm doing stuff, right? So let's go here. Slow transition. Okay, so we're here. And for TikTok, add window capture Go XLR. That is huge on TikTok. Okay, Go XLR. And then add window capture voice meter. Okay. And then back to Twitch and YouTube, add window capture, Go XLR. And then add voice meter. So you're going to see how absolutely complicated, unnecessarily complicated my my audio setup is. Can I know I can do this on this computer. Right click, display settings. Instead of extend, let's make it into duplicate. There we go. Okay. So now you can see what's going on this computer. So you can see my other. Ooh, let's turn off HDR. It looks horrible. HDR. Oh wait, no, this one shouldn't have HDR right now. It's my filters over here. Sorry. Is it this? Filters. Boom. Okay, that looks better. So you can kind of see the giant mess of stuff that I have on screen. I've got the Go XLR, the voice meter banana for one computer, the Go XLR and the voice meter banana on the other, or you can't see it yet, but I've got the voice meter banana on the other computer. But I also need to add, can I not like shrink this? Why can't I change the window size? Weird. Oh, whatever. But I also need to open up OBS here. This is where things get really complicated. You're going to see how ridiculously over-complicated my whole setup is, and it's really frustrating. Tristan, hello. Welcome. How are you? So this isn't a webcam. It's a mirrorless camera. It's the A5100. They don't sell it anymore. So you can find it used, but because a lot of streamers use it, it's not very cheap. The last time I looked, because this one, the HDMI signal thing is going, so I wouldn't really suggest this camera. It's a great basic camera, but the HDMI connector is garbage. Like, it is so easily breakable, and then the camera is useless. My zoom button's also broken on this thing, so it's not a great camera. I wouldn't suggest it. But if you're looking for it, I know in Canadian dollars, it's about $500 used. It was $500 new, but they're still asking for $500 used because it doesn't exist anymore. I would recommend this camera, the ZV-E10, which is, or the ZV-E10, I think is what it is. Yeah, ZV-E10. It's a 4K camera. It does 4K 30 without crop, so it doesn't zoom in. A lot of other cameras that do 4K zoom in a whole bunch. This one doesn't, or does it crop? It might crop. It crops. Yeah, it crops. It just, a lot of cameras can only do a few minutes of it and then it overheats. This camera doesn't overheat. It does the full 4K. It does 1080p 60, no problem. It also does slow-mo. It has interchangeable lenses, so you can get the nice like blur and stuff. But if you're looking for just like a budget thing, now this one's still like $700. But if you're looking for like a budget camera, honestly, the C920, which I use for my background camera, is a decent camera, and I'm using NVIDIA Broadcast to get the blur. Even with the camera I'm using now, this lens doesn't really blur, and NVIDIA Broadcast is adding it. That's without the blur, and then that's with the blur. And that alone makes it look more professional. Hello, yours truly. I am back. I am. I had to take a week off because I was dealing with stuff. Alana left and stuff, and so like I had to rearrange the whole house, and it was a lot of work. So I took the week off while I was doing that. Right now I'm just setting up my stream because I had to like completely wipe the computers, so everything is like from scratch, which is why you can see all that stuff on the camera or TikTok or Twitch over here. But you can see all the stuff on screen because I'm setting up OBS and everything. So this is gonna be a challenge. First thing, I'm not gonna turn off my microphone because you all need to hear that. So we could turn off the chat for me. Okay. So chat mic, you can hear my microphone because if I... Okay, so that's my microphone to you guys. Let's turn everything off. You're not even going to hear music. You're going to hear nothing. It's just going to be me. Just me. So what I'm trying to do, I have to try to think of this in a diagram in my head while trying to remember where all the connections are, because the connections are different now than they used to be. So it's a bit of a hodgepodge mess. Just me, myself, and I. Sounds like sexy times. Okay. Oh, my Stream Deck isn't working. Weird. Maybe it got unplugged. I'll have to check that out too. Okay. So I want sound from my stream computer, and it is going to go out. So that goes for the line out, right? Is this set up to the line out? Yes, it is. Okay. If I do this, I should see it signal over here. It's not signaling. Did voice meter banana freeze? Maybe voice meter banana froze. Huh. It's not responding. Weird. Okay. Maybe it's the wrong connector. That's NVIDIA broadcast. That's music. Voice meter, voice meter. Maybe I just need to switch it and switch it back. Speakers. No. Okay, let's shut off voice meter banana then. And turn it on again. So basically what I have to do, which is a real pain in the butt, is I have to send sound from my stream computer out to my game computer. And then from my game computer back to the stream computer so we can all hear it. It's so I can get all the sounds because the game computer right now has no sound for you guys to hear. No, it's doing something really weird. I'm getting like weird. Oh, wait, it's the music. It's probably the music, right? Wait a minute. I think I'm looking at the wrong audio. Am I looking at the wrong audio? I don't even know. I don't even friggin' know. Is there a line out? I don't think there's a line out. So frustrating. Okay, so for those who are just popping in and don't know what I'm doing, I am like fully revamping my whole stream setup, and right now we're working on just the sound. Just trying to get the sound to work. Okay, so line out. If I do line out with this, okay, that responded. So I got music going out into the PC over here. So then what if I over here have the input? Hold on. What am I doing here? Okay. So what if I use... That's broadcast. Do I not have just the speakers? I guess not. Okay, so that's the input. That is not what I want. Pretzel, hello. I no longer have a family, so I can't answer that part of the question, but I'm doing well. Okay, so I've got sound going. How are you doing though? So I've got sound for the music going to the gaming PC. And now from the gaming PC, I want to send it out to AverMedia. AverMedia is coming in here. But why is it not responding? Well, maybe it's the wrong AverMedia. Boom. No. AverMedia goes out. Right? What's this one? Maybe it's supposed to be voice meter? It's going out through this, so maybe it's this one? And then it comes in through console. Okay. Can you hear that? I don't know if you can hear that. I don't know if you can hear it. You should be able to hear that, right? We just split up. That's about it. That's about it. Okay. Very faint? Okay, good, good, good. I just didn't want it to like blow up in your ears and be super, super loud. What is my mixer at for that? Now you can hear it okay, right? That should be okay. Okay. So that has sent out through there, but it's not actually... Huh. Let's see, let's see. Okay. So then maybe that's what I want AverMedia to... Or voice meter to pick up. No, but I don't want voice meter to pick that one up. I want it to go out in sample. And I still can't get the proper sound to work, though. It's telling me that it doesn't exist. But why is the AverMedia digital out not working? That is really weird. It should be. It's just giving me a red line saying, nope, nope, we're not doing it. We're not doing it. So the line works, but the digital one doesn't. Okay. A2, and then I go to digital. Where's AverMedia on this one? NVIDIA. That's this one. And if I do that, but that still doesn't respond over here. This is why it took me like 6 hours to do this when I was doing it on my own. This takes forever to try to figure out why it's doing one thing but not doing the other. And it should be doing this, and it's just not for some reason. So could it be that I need to do it through here, maybe? Maybe it's this one that I need to change. So, you can see it. I'm on OBS now, and I'm just trying to see if I can get the audio to play on OBS. So if I go to monitoring device, and I do the capture card, which is that one. I don't understand why it says NVIDIA high definition audio. Oh wait, could it be that the NVIDIA broadcast is picking that up? Oh. That's not doing anything. Okay. Okay, so that has nothing to do with it. Did the music stop? I don't know. Oh wait, no, it's on. Okay. So I've got that playing. And then, oh man, what a mess. What a mess. Wait, what if I do this? Nope, you can hear me doing that, but it doesn't actually show it happening. What if I go back to this? It's still red over there, though. Why is it red on that computer? It's so weird that it's red. Oops. It's so weird that it's red over here. It shouldn't be red. It should be working. So for some reason, voice meter banana is not picking up on my capture card. Tiffy, hello. How are you? Oh, honestly, I've spent the last... How long have I been live? I don't even know. How long have I been live? 27 minutes. I've spent the last like 20 minutes just chatting. I haven't really... I just started setting things up. But this isn't working and I don't know why. Why is that red? Could it be that I need to... Maybe I need to install the AverMedia software? Maybe that's causing the issue? How are you, Tiffy? I hope you're doing okay. So I have Windows 11 on the gaming PC, and I have Windows 10 on the stream PC, because the stream PC, the motherboard is too old and does not support Windows 11, or it does, but I'd have to do a whole bunch of stuff like in the command, like a command line stuff, and I'm just too lazy to do it, so I just decided to stick with Windows 10. But I got Windows 11 on the other one. Okay, AverMedia Live Gamer HD2 driver. Oh. Okay, so that's here. But where's the download? Is it under support maybe? Downloads. Yeah, I don't really like Windows 11, but I know they're not going to support it anymore. And I also know I also know, is this the software, I guess? I also know that Windows isn't going to be supported. Windows 10 isn't going to be supported anymore. Plus, because I'm using the ROG Ally and that only uses Windows 11, I figured I might as well just have Windows 11 on this thing too, just so I have a similar OS for everything that I do. Just because it's a pain in the butt. I use Apple for almost everything, and it's really, really hard to try to remember where everything is. Like even something as simple as like the little X to close the window is on opposite sides. But then add, Windows 10 to the mix just makes it so much worse. It sucks that I can't put this other computer on Windows 11, but this is just a stream computer, so I just hopefully just have to start it and go. But you run Windows 10 on your PC? Yeah, there's a lot of changes happening, but Windows has said, like Microsoft has said, they're not going to support Windows 10 anymore. There's a date. It's not right away, but in the very somewhat near future, they are done. Like they're not going to do updates. They're not going to do anything anymore. Apparently there's going to be some security updates, but they're not really going to do anything. It's all for Windows 11. That's why they're getting a lot of alerts sent out saying like, hey, do you want to upgrade to Windows 11? Because they're done with Windows 10. I'm not a big fan of Windows 11. It's just, it's a nice revamp. There's a lot of cool stuff they've added, but like there's some stuff that just it's much harder to figure out now than it used to be. And so I don't like that. It feels like they've, in a way, they've tried to dumb down Windows to make it easier for everybody. But in the process, they made it harder to access certain things that some people do use, which in turn made it more complicated than it needed to be. So it's like, I'm kind of torn on Windows 11. It does look way prettier, though. Oh, has it been an hour and 17 minutes? I forgot I turned off the stream and I restarted it. That's why it only says 27 minutes, 31 minutes on mine, because I stopped it. Yeah, you're right. I've been live for like over an hour. You're right. You're right. I'm wrong. Okay, my live gamer is here. So it's running. But why is my voice meter still saying it's red? It's so weird that it's not picking it up. Yeah, it's just not picking it up. Yeah, we win. Me too. I missed that. I missed that too. There's like really weird settings that are just kind of harder to deal with, and harder to figure out. It's really weird. It's just really weird. Okay. So if I'm sending the audio from this computer out to this computer, it comes into here. Then from here, so where am I sending it from? Sending it to this from the speakers, right? So from the speakers, it goes to here. And so the input device, you know what, for now, I'm just going to turn on the music so it's not complete silence for me, because you can hear music, but I can't. So let's turn the music on the normal way. So we're going to put music to you, music to me. I can hear it now. And then line in. So line in is doing something. I don't know what it's doing. And then it's coming out. And then I want it to come out in two separate channels. So one of them has to be the digital out, which is exactly where it's at. And the other one, I want it to be the Avermedia sound, which it's doing. But now, how do I select? So that stops it. That stops it. Okay. Where you have much more crisp sound. So for sound, Tiff, the big things that are going to give you better sound, one is your microphone position. I don't know how close you sit to your microphone. I've had your window open, but it's always like on my phone or whatever, so I don't like fully see how your setup is. But like a big part is to have the microphone like as close as possible. Like mine is about maybe 4 finger lengths from my mouth. So it's super close, because like even just doing this, that alone kind of like wrecks the sound. So by having it closer, it helps bring some more of that sound up. And then you're gonna want some EQ put into it, like an equalizer. And the most basic way you can kind of, I'll show you here because I've got my Go XLR up on screen anyway. Now obviously if you're not using a Go XLR, you're not going to see this, but if you can look here where the mixer is, should be good now, right? I'm back now. Am I back now? My internet is dropping and I don't know why. It's just like randomly gone. I should be good now though, right? It literally goes from like the full speed to 0. It's really weird. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's the PC that's like disconnecting because the driver's wrong, or if it's my internet that's acting up because of the weather. I'm not sure. Okay, so to finish my thought, my volume is roughly the same right now as it was just a minute ago, and you can hear what it sounds like. It sounds empty. It sounds really, really echoey. It does not sound nice. There's more of like the room sound coming in. I could even turn that down so you can actually really hear it. There. Now you can hear buzzing and the air in the room, and it's just really, really loud. So the two big things that I would say is add a noise gate. All the noise gate does, and all these filters are built into OBS. You kind of have to mess with them. There are videos on YouTube that'll show you. But if you add a noise gate, all it does is it acts like a gate. And basically nothing can get through until you reach a certain volume of sound. And so if you put too much noise gate, then you get, and see how I'm cutting out, and that's happening because the noise gate is too high. So I'm not loud enough, and basically the noise gate goes, unless you have this much pressure of sound, we won't let the sound through, and it just mutes it. So the beauty is any background noise that's happening when you're not talking is gone. So you'll still get it while you talk, but it's gone while you're not talking. So that's a really big benefit. On top of that though, you want to get the microphone closer. So let me turn down the volume because it'll be way too loud. Okay, so now the microphone's nice and close, right? You're still getting that background noise, and then you add that noise gate, and now it's pretty much silent unless I'm talking. And the beauty is, because I'm talking, the background noise isn't as noticeable because my voice overpowers it. So now it sounds just like clean noise, or cleaner. And so having a noise gate to stop that background noise, and then adding an EQ to kind of clean up your voice, and then bring the microphone nice and close, that should make your voice sound a million times better. You can get a super cheap microphone to do the exact same thing. Now, some microphones, they don't have great protection from p sounds. So when you're super close, it doesn't sound great. So you can get something like this, which I think this one cost me like $10 Canadian, so maybe $5 American, which stops the p sound from being as powerful. But if you still have problems with it and you can't really control it, you can always just kind of put the microphone more sideways. You'll lose a little bit of clarity, but not much. And now it doesn't really pop as much. So those are the two options to get your sound to be a little bit cleaner, and that should help. If depending on how your setup is, I know you were using a console for a while. I don't know if you've upgraded from that. But if you have an NVIDIA video card at all, like if it's a laptop and it has like one of those mobile NVIDIA cards, a lot of them now support NVIDIA Broadcast, and that can do a lot of noise canceling on its own. And that'll get rid of a whole bunch of the noise and all the buzzing and all that and make your voice sound a lot nicer. And then you just bring it closer and then you're good to go. Like it can be fairly easy. It's just the little details that people don't really realize that it makes a huge effect on your voice. So they see people like me using the pod mic, or they see other streamers using the SM7B, which is like a $500 microphone. And then they think that's why they sound good, but it's settings. So this is a $100 microphone. That's a $500 microphone. And on a stream, this sounds just as good as that does. But it's just about settings and getting the microphone close enough. Because a lot of people don't like having this in front of you because it's annoying. I've spilt things multiple times because of this stupid microphone, because I go to reach out and I have to like reach around, but then I hit something and I spill things. But the sound quality is so much better by just having it close to your mouth. And some people don't like how bassy this sounds. This sounds a little bit too radio-y. So some people suggest like a hand width away. So like even this doesn't sound as bad. I like the bit of a boomier, bassier sound. That's just my preference. But that alone will make a huge, huge difference. For like 40, it has a pop filter. Perfect. Yeah, so you just bring it nice and close with the pop filter. You want the pop filter to be just like an inch or two away from the microphone itself, just so it can stop the plosives, and any little bit that escapes is still far away enough from the microphone that it won't really impact the microphone as much. And then you get super clean sound. And I know the same thing happens to me. I don't like that it covers up half my face. I played for a long time with like trying the microphone up here and then having it like pointed at me and further away, but I didn't like all the noise it introduced. So I like having it nice and close just to have the cleanest sound possible. And it works okay. But yeah, you got to play with those settings. Like I said, the noise gate is there. The EQ, as long as you can get some kind of like a bowl effect where you bring the mids down and the bass and the high end a little bit higher, like the treble and bass a little bit up, that should be good. You can have like noise cancelers and stuff, and those really help, but they get a little bit more complicated. And if you get too overzealous with them, then you introduce noise that sounds almost robotic because it's trying to cut out certain frequencies, and then that makes your voice sound weird. I used to use the noise canceling in the NVIDIA Broadcast, which works phenomenally well. There were times where like I've come in here with a vacuum and turned it on while I was streaming, and you couldn't hear it because NVIDIA Broadcast did such a good job at canceling it, and you could still hear my voice. But I do a lot of jump scares, and I would scream, and it would cut out the scream. And so you would end up hearing me go, ha! And it killed the fun because you would see my face, but you couldn't hear it, right? So it was so good that it canceled my scream. So I didn't use it anymore. I don't use it anymore. And then I was using like a manual noise canceller, which is specific frequencies, but then it made my voice sound more digital whenever I did scream, and I didn't like that either. So I don't use it at all. So I use a noise gate because I like to have that buzzing cut down. But outside of that, I don't really worry about anything else. Even the EQ isn't super important. As long as the microphone is close enough, you can still get it to sound pretty decent. But then the EQ helps. It just adds that little bit of extra shine. And then honestly, it's about making sure that your volume levels are set properly, because you can also end up in a problem where it is overly like you put too much volume before you actually send it out. So the levels look fine, and the bouncing lights that you see, they look fine there. But when you speak, it distorts when it gets too loud because you're already amplifying it before you send it out, and then you're lowering the volume afterwards. And so that will cause you to have a sound that's something like this. I don't know if I can recreate it. I hope I can. So this is my microphone level. So if I turn this down and then I turn this up. So now can you hear that? Can you hear how it distorts and it sounds bad? And that's because it's like this, it sounds okay. It sounds a little bit distorted. But the second I raise my voice, you get those. And if you have a moment where you're like, "Oh, I died," does that not sound like every brand new streamer that's out there? And that's because my gain is way too high digitally, while it's way too low. While the volume is set too low on like what's being sent out to everybody. So if I switch those around, and now my gain is low, so the digital part of it is now not being as exposed, and then the volume sent out is okay. Now it doesn't sound bad, and I don't have a compressor turned on right now. But like if I scream, oh, not as much distortion as there was. Although I do need a compressor, and I need it to be a lot more aggressive than it is right now. I like to have it 5-1. I think it was -30 that I had it at before. I don't know. Let's do -20 just to, and then make up gain here. Okay. So a compressor is something you don't need. That is just like, that is too much. Compression is something that gets really complicated, but what it helps with is just, it compresses your loudest part of your voice and the quietest part of your voice and brings them closer. So there's less of a variance. So if I talk quietly or I talk loudly, it still stays roughly the same volume, so that way it can pick me up and I don't have to worry so much about like, oh, I'm being too quiet, or oh, I'm being too loud. But that's when you start getting way more complicated. You can do that down the line, but you know, it gives you a bit of a chance. Yeah, so for you, if your microphone is a USB microphone, Tiff, I'm assuming it is, one of the places you want to look at to stop that distortion from happening is actually the Windows sound issue or sound settings. So I don't know how to access it on Windows 11 for you to see it. Is it here? No, I still want even deeper than this. I still want even deeper than this. Where's my, is it under here? Okay. Maybe this is causing the problem? No, it's not even that high. That is really weird. Hello again. I don't know what is going on. DM, hello, I'm sorry. Have yourself a good night. I appreciate you popping in. Sorry, I was like on a whole tirade about sound, but then my internet keeps disconnecting. I don't know what is going on. And I don't know what motherboard I'm using. I'm trying to see if I can get the drivers for this stupid thing. What is my socket? AM4, I think. B5, is it B550? Is it B550? I don't know. So that's for my gaming PC. That one has no internet. I don't have a cable long enough to reach. So I only have the streaming PC set up. Right now, what you're seeing on screen is actually the second computer. It's not my streaming computer. Okay, so then Windows R. So Windows R. I'm trying to figure out what motherboard I have. Give me a second here. And then click on System Summary. I don't see System Summary. Maybe hardware? No, components maybe? Modem, USB, multimedia. Okay, click on, oh, System Summary, there we go. Baseboard, B450 Aorus M. Oh, man. So, Tiff, if over here with the, what did you just say, where it says volume mixer. So here under volume mixer, it's going to give you the individual things that you're using on your computer, and it'll let you select, like you can pick where the audio goes to, if that makes sense. So what I do, like for my stream in particular, this is the reason you would use something like that. For my stream in particular, I make my browser a specific output, so that way I can use that output on OBS, so it has its own volume that I can control separately. Well, I use it on GoXLR, but you know what I mean. So that's why you would have something like that. So like if you have a GoXLR or Voicemeeter Banana, you can, like how it says here, the output device of Voicemeeter Banana. So anything that happens on OBS is going to go to Voicemeeter Banana, and it doesn't go straight to my speakers. Or like if you have headphones and speakers, you can send one out to the speakers and one to the headphones. So that's where you can split it up with the volume mixer. And it'll also allow you to turn down individual things. So like you can turn down your browser, but still keep the game up loud, or you can turn down your game and keep your browser loud. But it won't actually help with the thing I'm talking about with your volume. With that, you want to do, for Windows 11, it's going to be under more settings. For Windows 10, what you do is you right click on the little speaker, and you're going to just click sounds, the one that only says sounds. And it pops up with this same window that you see here. And then up here, you're going to go to recording, which is your microphones, and you select your microphone, and then you can turn it down from there. Can I show you it on here? Yeah, so here, if you open up the window, you see all the different tabs. You'll see this for your microphone, right? I'm just using line in, but you'll see it for your microphone, and then you can go to levels. And so here is where you can turn it down, which will help with the distortion. Some of them will even have a secondary one that says boost, and you could turn that down too. And then you could turn it up on OBS to help stop the distortion, because that's the part that's actually processing the signal. And so if it distorts where it's processing, anything else you do outside of that is going to also be distorted. Whereas if you turn it down there and it's clean in the processing portion of it, you can have it somewhere else and it'll be clean whether it's quiet or loud. You know what I mean? Hello, Ty. How's it going? Oh, no, the stupid computer keeps losing internet connection and I don't know why. So I'm just trying to like download. I'm trying to fix my everything, fix my whole stream, but the computer keeps losing signal. So I'm trying to work on the stream, but now that I keep losing my internet, I need to figure out why. So I'm just trying to download my browser, my motherboard drivers, but I didn't know what motherboard I'm using, so I think it's, what did I just read? B450? I think Alana's friend's here picking her stuff up. Okay, so B450 Aorus M. Aorus M. I think that's the one. Okay. Look for that. Windows 10, 64-bit. And then where's my LAN? There we go. Realtek LAN driver. It might disconnect me again though, so I apologize. We're probably going to disconnect a second time. Or like a fifth time now. Like a fifth time now. You're welcome, Tiff. You're welcome. It would be cleaner in OBS. Thank you so much for the coaching. Can't wait to get home from work. You haven't even left the house yet. Hopefully you remember it. Hopefully you remember it. There's so many times that I go through a whole bunch of stuff and then I don't remember. Okay, it might disconnect. It might disconnect. Just stay patient. I'll be back. I'll be back if it disconnects. Ty, how's it going? How's the studying going? How's the studying going? But yeah, Tiff, there's a whole bunch of stuff you can do to help all of your like quality. I can't really help you with like being a good streamer. Obviously, you're doing better than I am. But there's a lot of stuff you can do to help your quality. I have a bunch of videos on YouTube that like talk about lighting and sound and all that. You okay? I think we're back now. I think we're back now. Hey, where'd it go? My restream chat box is gone. It's gone. I can't see it. Vertical is there. Restream is gone. Weird. Am I not connected to Restream? I'm connected to Restream. I'm connected to Restream, but I can't see it. I apologize. I apologize. I'll open the window in just a second. I can't see it. I can't see it. I can't see it. Where's Restream? There it is. And chat. Okay. Taking notes on your phone. Okay, good. Okay, good, Tiff. I hope it works. TikTok can hear me, but they can't see me because I don't have it turned on. There, now you can see me too. Okay, and the computer went to sleep. Wake up. Okay, so I installed the internet drivers, so hopefully that solves our issue. I don't know what is going on. It may just be the motherboard's dying, and if that's the case, I'm in trouble because I don't have money to buy a new one. But I might just have to. I don't know. This Restream's still just showing like a loading screen. Why is it just showing a loading screen? It's live on TikTok, on YouTube, right? It may just be the motherboards. Okay, no, it's live on YouTube. It's also live on Twitch. Restream just decided, there we go. Restream is just not showing anything. Okay, but my Restream chat window went, so I'll have to fix that another time. I'm not in the mood right now. And I can't even, why can't I dock this thing? There we go. Okay. That's so weird that I can't see the Restream window, like the chat window. Oh well, whatever. Okay. Hello, Stormtrooper. How are you? Welcome, welcome. I apologize. We're working on my stream, and then my internet keeps disconnecting, and I don't know why. I just reinstalled all of my internet drivers, so hopefully that helps, but I can't promise that it's going to stay stable. I hope it does, though. I really hope it does. Oh, it's only clean because I reinstalled everything. This is a completely fresh install of Windows on both computers. This is the only reason it's clean. Normally, there's 5 million things on my screen. You're also looking at the desktop of my gaming PC, which is only going to have games and nothing else, so it's going to be fairly clean. This PC that I'm using to actually stream from that you're not looking at is going to have an obscene amount of stuff on screen once it gets going. But mine is usually pretty messy. Okay. We're live. Audio seems to be working. Now that is working, I've got the sound going out, right? The sound goes out from my speakers, right? Because those are the only options I have. I have Go XLR, Go XLR, Go XLR, speakers. Then I have voice meter. Is this the one that I had on voice meter last time? More Go XLR. And digital audio Realtek, but I don't have, there's no digital out on this computer, so why is it showing a digital out? I don't know why it's showing digital out. I don't have one. So maybe it's voice meter this is supposed to be in. What is voice meter VAIO? Virtual audio point. Okay, so that's not the one I want to use. What headphones would I recommend for streaming? It doesn't matter. Use the headphones you like. The headphones that you use are your own preference. There is no headphone that is going to like make your streaming experience better. It's all about how you set up your stream to hear things. If you're an audiophile, then select headphones that you would know what headphones you're using. If you're not an audiophile, honestly, just use whatever you like. right? Because like I use these, I'm only using these right now because I don't know where I put my earbuds. And I use earbuds only because I don't like wearing headphones on screen because it gets way too hot. But honestly, it doesn't really matter as far as streaming is concerned. Do the ones that you like because it's not going to help you in any way. It's kind of the same as asking what chair should you use for streaming. It doesn't help your stream. It's about your experience. So use headphones that you like. I'm using the HyperX Cloud 2s right now, and they're pretty decent headphones. They're not ultra expensive, but I've also heard that the Arctis Pro 2, I don't know, Arctis Pros, whatever, those are supposed to be phenomenal. The something A40s, those ones are supposed to be awesome as well. I haven't used either of those, so I can't tell you for sure. But like I'm using $20 Sony earbuds a lot of the time because the audio that I set up is good enough for me. You know, just use what you like. There's no real, you're not going to be less of a streamer for using the wrong kind of headphones, if you know what I mean. Dang it, I switched windows. I can't see chat. Where's Restream? There it is. Ooh, we're going to Weewin's bedroom. Go sleep, Weewin. Go sleep. Wow, that took forever to install my capture card, or to download my capture card hardware. Okay, it's there. Can I pop this out somehow? I don't think I can. Oh well. Let's just pop out the whole window then. Sorry it's so late, Weewin. I apologize. I'm sorry, and that it's not super exciting. Ones without ass cheeks, Ty. Ones without ass cheeks. Those are going to make the best impact while you're streaming. Don't worry. I'm going to try to go earlier because I am streaming at such a stupid time that I'll end up streaming while you're sleeping the whole time. And I don't want that. So I'm going to try to like adjust my time for streaming. I need to get into a routine for sleep. You know? Yeah, the best way to mess around is when you're live. But yeah, no, it's the only way that I can know if certain things are working because what I can hear isn't necessarily what is going out to everybody, and I need to figure that out. All right, Ty, go do your thing. Have yourself a good night. Thank you for popping in. I appreciate you taking some time to be here. I'm sorry that there's nothing exciting going on. Okay, so the capture card is now updated. Oh wait, no, it's not. The installer on your computer. Accept the license. It's installing. Okay. While I'm doing that, voice meter, I'm going to use that. So it goes out to voice meter, right? Or like my sound is going through voice meter. Or not. I think that might be wrong. I don't freaking know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. You know what? What if... First of all, I think my display settings are all out of whack. Display settings all out of whack. Oh yeah, the scaling is way too big. That's why I can't see half the things I normally see. Okay, but now there's a really weird thing happening where I don't have all the outputs I normally do. So let's turn off voice meter. Ooh, the scaling is too small now. Let's upscale it just 125 instead of 150. That's a bit better. Okay, now let's turn on voice meter again. Hurry up and install. Wow, this AverMedia thing is insanely slow. AverMedia, for those who don't know, They try to compete with Elgato. They do all the same things. Like they've got their own capture cards, they've got their own webcams and microphones and all that kind of stuff. I don't know if they have lights yet, but they have all that stuff. But they are like insanely. Oh, okay, it's telling me that it's being occupied, so let's disable it over here. But they are insanely bad at creating software. Their software sucks. Their software absolutely sucks. And so they, okay, so this is Rec Central. I don't want Rec Central. But now that that's installed, can I change this to like the stream engine and activate it? Anyways, their software sucks. And installing just took forever. That was a really slow install process. So not a big fan of the AverMedia software. Their hardware is great, but their software just sucks. And when it comes to streaming, software is a huge part of what you do. So kind of frustrating that that happens. Okay. So that's not what I want to do. I want to go out through the speakers, I guess. And then out from there, I have audio going out from there into the line in on my OBS. I need to concentrate or else I'm not going to figure this out. Oh, stop minimizing OBS. Why are you minimizing everything? Okay. So software there is going to go to my OBS. From my OBS, line in, I want to send my line in to my line out. Line out is now going to this computer, right? And that's line in. So now if I do this, okay, I've made progress. I have sound coming into Voicemeeter Banana. There's buzzing going on, which is going to kind of suck, but there's nothing I can do about that. So line in goes into Voicemeeter Banana. Voicemeeter Banana is now going to send it out, and I want it out through my NVIDIA capture card thing and my digital out sound, right? So that is now going to go out, and I want to send the PC music out that way. So let's turn on the music so we can actually see if it's going to play. Okay. So it's playing, it's going through the line out. I can see it reacting on the line out or line in over here on my, I don't even have to point with my fingers. I can point with the mouse. So I can see it there. It's now bouncing. So the computer is now receiving the signal. Now we are sending it out through the digital audio, which is what I'm going to listen to. And I can hear it. And you guys are going to listen to samples. And is it under samples? Oh wait, Voicemeeter Banana. Where's Voicemeeter Banana? I got to reopen that because that's not working. So Voicemeeter Banana is now playing, or is now on the other computer. And AverMedia is sending the signal. And you can hear it. Nice. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. Okay. And I have full control, right? So if I turn this down, it stops it for you all. If I turn it up, you can hear it. Okay, we're getting somewhere. We're making progress. That's what I had wrong. The one setting wasn't set up properly. Okay. So now, even if I do this, right? If I mute the music, you can hear the PC. Yes. Oh, I'm so happy. Oh, happy day. Okay. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. that is a huge like bonus right now. Okay. So now we've got hey, where'd the music stop? Or is it just stop? Oh, there it is. Okay. Okay. So now we have sound going from my computer that streams to my gaming computer and back to the stream. And so now I can hear it in my ears. You can hear it. Can we hear this computer, though? That's the other question. No. So now where is this sound going out? I don't want it going there. I actually want it going to voice meter. This is the one that needs voice meter. Okay. And then from voice meter... I want it to split out to 2 separate audios. I think that's what I want to do. Which are there. Goes out to both of those. Okay. I can hear it. Can you? Okay, so that's not going out to all of you. That's only in my ears. That's not what we want. Maybe I want it coming out of the digital? No, but that'll only play in my ears as well. What about this one? Nope, that's still only playing in my ears. Is it this one? Ha! Now you can hear that PC. Okay. So there we go. Now this sound is heading out to all of you. And it's heading out to me. So now we've got PC sound going out. It's really loud in your ears, which kind of is not what I want. So, yours is this one, I think. So if I turn that down a little bit, is that better? That's much closer. That's much more where I want it to be. And so, when I am now playing, I've got all the sound is coming into one channel for me. You have all the sound coming in through one channel for you. My microphone is totally separate for both of us, which is exactly what we want. But now, if I play this and the music's playing, yeah, I should be able to do this now. So mixer, sorry, I don't know if I'm making any sense to any of you, but I'm slowly working away at this. So for mixer, I now want, this is going to control the music that you all hear. This controls my microphone in general. This, I wanted to control what I hear, which is going to be console. And this is going to control what you hear, which should be sample. I really hope this is the final step for that. And then if I turn this down, it works. Okay. Perfect. Oh, awesome. So now we have that. Now let me stop this music for a second on this side. Stop the music there. Let's open up the music over here now. Oh, it's not connected to the internet. I can't open the music up there. Dang it. Dummy. You dummy. That's okay. That's okay. We don't need the music. I'm going to trust myself. I'm going to trust myself. And it should be fine. Okay. Now the big question is the alerts. This is why I did all this complicated crap, is to get the alerts. Because the alerts are where I want to make 2 totally separate volumes. I want one volume for everybody to hear the alerts at a reasonable level, and then I want one volume for me to hear the alerts at a stupidly loud level. And so to do that, I need to have the settings here for the monitor. I don't want it to be the default. So if you are all using sample as yours, Can I use system as mine? I think system might be the one I can use for my alerts. And then if I go to the routing table and I put system to my ears, and then I go to the alert box. Where's my alerts? Alerts. Oh, I have it at a separate browser source. Crap, I don't know if that's going to work this way. I don't know if that's going to work this way. Control audio via OBS. Will that work? Alerts. Property. Sorry, you can't see me on TikTok or whatever. I apologize. And then advanced audio properties. And then monitor only and mute the output. So you shouldn't hear this. Right? If I trigger my alerts real quick. Where are my alerts? Alert box. No, wait. Recent events. Recent events. Come on, recent events. And then I go to WeWin's sub that she just did. And you shouldn't hear that, right? It should be completely quiet to you, right? But it's really quiet in my ears. And that's because system is turned down. So if I turn that up, now I should hear it way louder. Even if I turn this down, right? Yep. Perfect. So that is loud no matter what. Yes. Okay. We do have some buzzing because of stupid, the audio out being kind of, and that's kind of annoying. That kind of sucks. But I don't think there's anything I can do to fix that at all. Maybe NVIDIA Broadcast might work if I do that on this computer. Does it have NVIDIA Broadcast installed? It doesn't. I'll have to download it and try that later. Maybe I'll be able to cut out the buzzing through NVIDIA Broadcast. Maybe. Okay. So I've got alerts. Now if I go here, does it still work the same way? I don't know. Let's try this again. So broadcast is there. My microphone is working. So broadcast is there, and then I do it. And you don't hear it. Yes. Okay. Okay, so now you might be wondering, why do I have OBS open? I have OBS open, one, because of the capture. I want the game capture to be there, but two, because I actually need the alerts to come through. Oh no, I just thought of that. Crap. Wait, I could do it through here. I could do it through Voice Meter Banana, right? I could do it through Voice Meter Banana. I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. If I go here and I do system, where's system? Stream mix chat, line, microphone, sample, broadcast. No, it doesn't have system. No, that really sucks. Okay, so I turned it there. Does that help maybe? If I do this and then run it again, will you hear it now? No, you don't hear it now. Crap. Well, that didn't work. Okay. So I can't do it that way. No, that really sucks. Okay, what if I use a different Voice Meter Banana thing? Will that do it if I change that? So settings, audio, monitoring, and then I do Voice Meter Banana. What one do I have over here? No, that's just speakers. Okay, so maybe that'll work. So voice meter input, apply. If I can do this all through voice meter banana, I may just have overcomplicated everything for no reason whatsoever. This may be a million times overcomplicated for no reason. And that would be really crappy. But it's working. I don't really care how complicated it is. Okay, so now I've got audio coming in, right? Why does this look so basic compared to the other one? The other one is super, super complicated, and this one is super basic, and I don't know why. Okay. And now if I play the sound again, I don't see a level anywhere. I don't see a level anywhere. Why do I not see a level anywhere? Okay, turn off voice meter banana and turn it back on. Why is it looking like that? It's really weird. Like if you look at them, this only has a couple, but that has A1, A2, A3, B1, B2. This only has AB. Why does it only have AB? And then where's the secondary stuff? Like on this one, you can see here virtual inputs. Virtual inputs are here. AB. Huh. Settings. Audio. How about this one? Apply. And now test the alerts again. Ah, there we go. We got something there. Okay, so that plays in my ears. This one doesn't. But this one doesn't play for you either, right? Yeah, it's not playing for you guys. But it's playing for me. Or no, not even playing for me. So this plays out.
Retrif 3 hey.
But I don't want it to play like that. So virtual input voice meter comes in. This goes to system. Audio routing. System is in my ears, but it shouldn't be playing to you. System, and then sample is the other one. Oh, okay. Is that still, are these A and B? So if I do this, can I actually lower it on your side without it being lowered on my side? Let's see. No, it turns it down for both of us. That's not what I want.
Retrif 3 hey.
So what does virtual out mean? What does virtual out mean? Why is it virtual? Hello, Don Tavis. How you doing? Welcome. How are you? Sorry, I'm like troubleshooting right now. I'm troubleshooting. So it's not super exciting. Why is the music off? Why is the music off? Did I mute it over here? I muted it over here. Okay. So we've got music, but that one goes to system, right? And to sample. So both the audios play. And if I am looking at your broadcast. Okay, so that controls yours, which is what we want. But why? Why? Do I need this to be on sample for me to hear? Or for... Not sample. Do I need to be this? If I turn that off... I can still hear it. But it's probably because it's set up on the routing table, right? Routing table? No, I don't have music in... What? Why can I still hear it then? Oh, it's under console. No game. No game. We're just setting up the stream. I'm just fixing the stream right now. No game at all. Okay. So if that is doing it this way, sample is for all of you, right? And then, oh, my butt hurts. Okay, so if that's the sample, if I set off the alert... Okay, so I can control the audio for you all to hear the alert.
Retrif 3 hey.
So it has gone into yours. What's the routing table do? System is in my ears, but why can't I hear system in my ears? Maybe it was the wrong system? Maybe it's this system it's supposed to be? And then if I play the alerts now, will I hear it? I don't know. Alert. Okay.
Retrif 3 hey.
I can hear it, I just can't play it. Or I can't control the volume in my ears. What's this one set to again? It's under voice meter. Maybe the other one then? Maybe it's this one? I don't know. I'm sorry, everybody. This is the not fun part about being a streamer that people don't realize exists. Stop it. Get out of here. Okay, the alert is playing on my screen, but it's not playing in my ears. So that's definitely not the right setting. And this buzzing is driving me crazy. Okay, audio. Voice meter. Wrong voice meter, so we'll get this voice meter instead. Right? And then on voice meter, this input is the digital out, which is what's coming out of my gaming PC. What if oh man, I can't even figure out how to send it to two different channels. This is going out the speakers. What if I send this out the speakers as well? Could that be what I'm doing wrong? So out the speakers, we're not going to send this out the speaker, which is B. Or A2. Why do I have like multiple A's? Or only one A, I mean. I should have multiple A's. Why can't I see the view differently? I want to see more. Voice meter not showing an A2. It's not the answer I was looking for. Voice meter only shows A and B. Maybe it's because it's just installed wrong? I don't friggin' know, man. Okay, voice meter. Where's your install file? Audio driver, audio driver. I don't see voice meter, so let's re-download it, I guess. Oh, because it's not voice meter banana. I've got just regular voice meter. Oh, that's why. Hello, Stormtrooper. My favorite game. Oh, why am I saying hello? You were already here. My favorite game. It's hard for me to decide. Final Fantasy VIII is kind of my always favorite game, but I really like Silent Hill, the original Silent Hill. That's another one that's really, really high up there for me. And any of the Soulsborne games, I play those all the time. So, those are probably my favorite. I don't want to restart the whole system. Okay, it's installing. It says it was the successful. It was the successful. Voice meter. Okay, so voice meter banana. Pin to the start. That was the problem, I think. I think that's been the problem the whole time. There it is. There's the channels that I wanted. Okay, so I had just voice meter. It was voice meter banana. Okay. Now I have to get the audio. Okay. Now. Does this play in your ears now? It plays in my ears. Right? Because it is being sent out to... That one keeps resetting. Why does that keep resetting? Is it because the screen keeps turning off? Yeah, it's because the screen keeps turning off. Okay. So now, if I do this, can you hear it? Okay, you don't hear it. Perfect. So voice meter banana. One, I'm going to send audio that's coming in from the capture card. Coming from the capture card. Right? If I do that, now you should see something. No. From the capture card. Maybe because there's no output. And I want to send it out to sample. There we go. And you can hear it. Perfect. And then I want, so that's coming in and it's going out to all of you. Then I want my audio for the alerts, which the alerts are going to... VSP, how's it going? Welcome, welcome. How are you? No, TikTok, you're Don Tavis, you're not going to hear the sound yet because I haven't actually connected you to the sound. I probably should. It'll just make it easier if I do. So let's connect you to the sound too. So let's go settings. That's not the right settings. These settings. And, oh no, it should. It should, because you're under broadcast as well. It should now, right? Like it should have done it. If I do this, let's see if it responds. Yeah, it does do it. It does do it. Okay, so I want the monitoring to be voice meter this and apply it. And now if I do alerts. Yeah, I didn't do it before because I didn't have it turned on. I just looked at it too late. Trilena, hello, welcome. How are you? How are things? I was just looking too late at the message you sent, Don Tavis. Okay, so now if I... Where's... Oh, there's so many windows on screen. It's driving me crazy. Okay, OBS is there. I just want this. I don't want everything else that's there. And there, and then voice meter at the top so I can actually see it. If I trigger this, okay, so you all have the alert playing in yours, but it's not playing in my ears, which is exactly what I want. And then this, I'm going to send it to
Retrif3 Hey.
system. But I can't hear it. So what if I go change this? Because right now I have it set to, what's it set to? No, it's set to voice meter. Okay. So if that's set to voice meter, oh, I know. I can send it to there. And now if I do it, is it playing? I don't know. I can't see it. Okay, it's playing for you, but it's still not playing in my ears. Is the routing set to my ears? It is.
Retrif3 Hey.
Oh, I just heard it there. One more time. There we go.
Retrif3 Hey.
Perfect. So now it's in my ears and it's at a pretty loud volume. What are my headphones turned on here? How loud are they? My headphones are all the way up. I want my mic monitor to be down a little bit because I don't need to hear myself super loud, but my headphones are all the way up. And my voice is fairly loud for everybody. I should probably set a limiter up for my voice. So let's add a limiter. And we're going to go negative 1.5. I don't know, just really close to the peak. And then it can't peak out. No matter how much I scream, it gets pretty close, but then it stops it. Okay. I also need a ducker. So compressor. And then is this this the one that ducks? I don't know if this is the one that ducks. So if I do this and I'm talking, but then I do this, is this going to mute it? I don't know. Is it going to bring my volume down? And then I talk and then my volume is still okay, but it seems to not be okay. Oh no, wait. Dang it. Okay, delete that. Put that back in. So compressor. Then I'm going to go to broadcast. Then we're going to go to there. So now if I'm talking and then I do this, does it bring my voice down? But then I go back and I'm still talking the same. But if I start talking, no, it doesn't bring it down. Okay, I got to figure out the ducking, but that's fine. I don't need to worry about that right now. The ducking doesn't really matter right now. I can fix that later. Sepcat. How funny that I was scrolling on TikTok and you stumble upon me here. Hello. Hello, Sepcat. How's your night going? Have you found anything to do? Okay. So now I can hear the alerts in my ears at one volume. You all hear the alerts at a totally different volume in your ears. Right? Yeah, so okay, wait, hold on. This is what I wanted to do. This is what I wanted to do. So if I go to here so I can see the alerts on yours.
Retrif 3 hey.
Okay, there we go. So now it's really loud in my ears, but it's quiet in yours. I'm going to do a jump scare, everybody. I'm sorry. Don't be freaked out. You're going to hear a scream. Let's see how it sounds for me and if it's too loud for you. Oh, it's still
Say
really...
Pope Gebhard, please.
Oh, it's still really loud for you. Whew. It's still really loud for you. Let's turn that down a bit more. One more time. Okay.
Pope Gebhard, please.
Okay, so it's still loud in my ears. It should be much more reasonable. Watching me fix stuff, of course. Steven Wildcat, how you doing? Welcome. How are you? I hope you're doing well. Okay. So it's loud. It's not necessarily as loud as I would have liked. But I can't really actually, what if I... does... Oh, this has a really loud intro. Let's do this for a really loud intro. Let's do this for a really loud intro. That might give me an example of how loud the gameplay is going to be. Give me a second here. Or actually, I could just do that, and I should be able to... Yeah, it's loaded over there. Okay, the volume is okay on your side. It's really loud on my side. Right, and then I could turn it down here for me. Oh, you know what? Because this turns yours down, right? Okay. So if I turn it down... No, I don't want to turn it down that way. I want to... Actually, no. Let's turn it up. And then I turn it down here. Okay. So you know what I'm thinking? I may not want... No, I still want the alerts to go that way. I still want them to go that way. Oh, okay, maybe I could do it this way. Sorry, I'm not describing what I'm doing. I'm really bad at that. I think ahead and I don't think of what I'm actually trying to do to let you all know what's going on in my head. Michael Jackson, hello, welcome. We are working on my stream. That's all we're really doing. I haven't been up to much. Alana moved away, and so I had all week. I've spent like organizing and cleaning and like redoing the whole house. I have a new stream room. You can't really... Oh, no, you're on TikTok, right? Yeah, you're on TikTok. You can see it. Yeah, I have a whole new stream room. Like it's been a really busy week. So I haven't streamed. I haven't made any content of any kind. But now I'm back. But I need to set up the whole stream, which is what I'm working on right now. I'm working specifically on the sound. My sound is a complete disaster right now because I revamped the computers. They're a complete wipe. And I switched what computer is doing what. But I hadn't been live in like a week. So I was like, I'll go live and I'll work on the stream. But with switching the computers, it's messed up with the way that I had my sound before. So now I'm reworking out how to make it happen the way that I want. And I think I just figured out a thing to make it a little bit easier for me. So let's put these back to 0. And what I'm trying to do is I have to send my samples. I want to send the sample to the voice meter banana, which is exactly what it's doing. But I need it to go to, instead of it going to the system, I want the voice meter banana to send it out to the main audio, which is going to be the headphones, right? So speakers, and then this goes out to the speakers, which is then going to go to the computer, which is then going to go, oh no, is it the speakers? What's this out on? No, it's got to go to the sample. It's got to go to the sample. Right? Because sample is where it's going to you guys. Where's the line out going to? Oh, I'm confusing myself. Line in is coming from that computer into here. So the line out is sending the music out to the, whoa. Oh, weird. There's a weird glitch on my GoXLR. Okay. I apologize. I'm not doing a very good job at communicating at what I'm trying to do. Yeah, dude, I've been incredibly busy. I haven't been able to do anything that I like over the last few days because I've been just so busy. You know, this house had 3 of us and now it's just me. And there was a bunch of junk left over from when she left because she doesn't have space for it. And she missed a bunch of stuff just because my stepdaughter liked to hide things everywhere. And so she didn't know they were in certain places. And as I was cleaning, I found a whole pile of stuff. So I spent the last few days just cleaning up their leftover mess, putting stuff away that's getting sent back to them so they can have it back. I had to throw out a bunch of stuff that isn't needed anymore that they left behind, and then reorganize my stuff because my whole life was in this little room and the living room that's right next door, and I had to spread out to the rest of the house, but then figure out where I wanted things. I have a whole editing station in another room now. And then set up my bedroom, and it was a lot of work. I haven't had a chance to really sit down and do anything. And even today I woke up and took a shower and sat right down to stream. And then as soon as I'm done my stream, I'm going to be starting to get ready for work. So it's not going to be free time for me just yet. Hopefully my brother's supposed to be back on Wednesday. And then come Thursday, him and I will have been working normal again. So hopefully Thursday I'll be able to sit down and just chill. But right now, I'm running on fumes. But I'm trying to get this whole stream thing set up because I'm hoping that tomorrow I can actually stream a game instead of a setup. Okay, so I have the audio from this computer. I want it to go out of the headphones. So I have it set to voice meter, but is that actually what I want? Or is this one set to voice meter? This one's set to voice meter, so this one doesn't need to be voice meter. This one needs to be, this one switched it wasn't supposed to. So speakers, okay. It is, but it can be worth it. Once you set things up and get through the struggle, it can be worth it. And now, obviously a breakup isn't a good thing and I'm not happy about it. But the positive is now I have an area to be able to edit. I've got my stream room. I don't have to worry about cleaning before doing a stream because before my stream room was in my living room and I spent my time in my living room. And so if I left a mess from like eating at the couch, or like if I got changed and I like threw my shirt or whatever on the couch and then I went to stream, I'd have to clean up before that. Or like my daughter would sit with me on the couch and we would watch TV, and then she'd leave her toys, or she would leave like garbage from like chips she was eating or whatever. I'd have to clean all that up every time I wanted to stream. Now I'm not going to be in this room except to stream, so I don't have to clean this up outside of like dusting or like take my cup away because I had coffee while I was getting ready to stream. But that's going to make life a lot easier. And so I'm very, very happy about that. I get to now, play VR in the biggest room in the house, so I can like have space to move around. I get a bedroom that has a double closet, so I have a space for storage and a place for my clothes. Whereas before, when I was in the room with Alana, she had one closet, I had the other, and we had to kind of split the storage, which then kind of limited how much stuff we could put in there. And then when I was in this room, I was using the front closet as my clothing closet, so we didn't have anywhere to put jackets or anything. So it's like, now I have this extra space. I would rather have them, but that's out of my hands. So at least I got to look at the positives, right? Got to look at the positives. Okay, so I have the audio going out of the speakers, right? And then the audio goes out of the speakers to my OBS. From my OBS, which is the line in, is going to go to the line out. The line out goes into the line in here. So why is it not dring dring when I hit it? It should be dring 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 ing when I hit it. Maybe there's something here that I'm doing wrong. No, there isn't. Maybe because I'm also using this, which I don't want. So let's remove that. There we go. Okay, so now the sound is going out into this computer. From here, it is being split up. One into my ears, one into the capture card. So now if I go to settings and I do audio, and the sample is voice meter. Voice meter then takes this audio. Oh, but I want to send it out to the same output, which I can't do. Right? Can I do that? If I do this. Okay. So what if input 3 or input 2, I change that to speakers? That's what I'm trying to do, Michael Jackson. That's what I'm trying to do. Broadcast sample line. That is not. It doesn't have the one that I want. Doesn't have the one that I want. Doesn't have the one I want. Ooh, ooh, ooh. But if I turn this into speakers, switch. No. Okay, it's still doing it. So that's going out there. And this is the speakers. And now if let's disable all of these. Just have that. Will you hear the alerts? Will you? All I'm trying to do right now, so a breakdown of what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get the audio from my streaming PC into my gaming PC. The gaming PC is what you're seeing on the desktop. And have that split up so there's one level for me and one level for you, so we both have different volumes. But I'm trying to get the alerts to go out to you guys at one volume, and the alerts go out to me on a totally separate volume, so that way when I turn down the volume in my headphones for like gameplay and everything, the alerts still stay loud, so it's a third channel. And so, but I also don't want the alerts to be so, I had it set up earlier, but the alerts were super loud for you all, so I had to turn them down, but that in turn turned down all your audio, and I didn't want that. So I'm trying to keep that separate. So now if I play the alerts, what will happen? Now if I play the alerts, will you hear them? That is the real question. I don't have any wrestling games, and I don't really like wrestling games. So I probably won't ever play them on stream. Stormtrooper, I haven't done Red Dead in a very long time. I just found my disc. I haven't done Red Dead in a really long time. I might do it. I just haven't yet. But I won't say no, I wouldn't do it. I just don't know if I will. I'm trying to like figure out what I'm going to do with the streams. I'm trying to focus the streams in a little bit. I'm going to try to put some effort into growing the channel. I want to see what happens if I do certain things. And one of the things is I want to kind of focus down. Right now I'm a variety streamer, but I'm like fully variety. Like I'm doing things like Subnautica, but also doing things like Elden Ring, and also playing Dave the Diver, which are all very, very different games. So I'm going to try to focus it down. I haven't fully decided. I'm thinking I'm going to do some survival stuff for the next little while. So I'm going to do things like Subnautica and The Forest, and then survival horror, which kind of fits into the games like The Forest, which are kind of dark and kind of scary, and Subnautica is kind of dark and kind of scary, and see if that kind of does anything for the channel. And if I burn out, then I'll kind of like shift a little bit and then start doing a different style of game, but all the games will be kind of the same style. I haven't fully decided yet. I'm still kind of working on it. Okay, so alerts. Will they play? They are not playing for anybody. Okay. That didn't do anything for anybody. Play the alerts. Okay, there we go. It's playing in my ears, but it's not playing in anybody else's. Okay. So it played in my ears. It's doing something. There we go. Oh, weird. It's picking up over on Voice Meter Banana, but it's not actually sending it out to all of you. That's really weird. Why isn't it sending it out to all of you? You'll definitely... Yeah, I'll definitely make sure that I warn you beforehand if I'm going to play wrestling, so you can make sure you have time to hang out. Okay, broadcast is doing something. It's doing. I'm sorry. I don't know what is happening with my internet, that it's just randomly disconnecting. I think the computer is struggling. I think there's something wrong with the computer that it keeps crashing. I'm going to have to try to do a bunch of updates, see if I can fix it. Because the internet keeps crashing for some reason, and I don't know why. Okay. So that's going out, which is great. And it's playing in your ears, which is also great. It's also very, very, very quiet on your side, and I don't know why it's super quiet. It shouldn't be. Did it get turned down over here? It did. There, is that better? Okay, so you're hearing that for sure. But now, why are the alerts not playing for you? Because they should be playing. They should be playing, and they're not. They're playing in my ears. The really weird thing is that I can hear it doubled in my ears. Whoa. If I do that, you can hear it.
Retrif 3 Hey.
Okay, so A1, if I do it, plays in your ears. But now all of your volume is really quiet, and it really shouldn't be. Although, okay. A1 is sample. Okay, where's the routing here? Samples is playing through the broadcast mix, but that's not what I want. I try to be nice. Sometimes I'm rude. Sometimes I'm rude. I'm not gonna pretend like I'm this super nice guy. Sometimes I'm rude. You know, I don't really let people choose the games that I play. I definitely take suggestions because sometimes I don't know about games, or sometimes I don't know people are interested in a certain game and they want to see it. But I'm always open to try new things, right? Because I'm a variety streamer, I don't have, you know, like some people, all they do is play a certain type of game. Like they only play Call of Duty or they only play Fortnite. And so if you come in and say, you know, I want to play wrestling, they're going to be like, get out of here. I'm not going to play wrestling. I play Fortnite. I play whatever. But there are definitely games that I don't play. Like I don't do Call of Duty or Fortnite or any of those games, but it's because I just don't enjoy them. But I'm not going to be mean to you and tell you that in a mean way because you're just asking because it's a game you like. You're not actually demanding it. Now, if you came in here and you told me to stop doing what I'm doing and play a specific game in more of a rude way, then I would be rude right back to you. And I've done it before because I've had people come in and like freak out when I am talking, because sometimes I'll pause the game and just kind of chat for a bit, and people will come in and be super mad that I'm doing that. But it's like, if you want to watch just gameplay, go watch a gameplay video. You don't have to watch a streamer, especially one that's a lot of just chatting. So I try to be nice. You know, I don't want to make people feel bad unless they're jerks. And I've done it before, and there are jerks that come by. But I'm not afraid to treat them badly because they're jerks. But if somebody's nice like you are, I'm not going to be mean to you. I think everybody deserves to be treated nicely. Stop it, Go XLR. Okay, it just minimized everything, sorry. Okay, so I've got all this, but now what am I running into? I'm running into a problem. And I don't know what it is. I'm so confused right now. So I want my stream monitors but if the monitor just goes out of the speaker, that's through a line in, then I can't control the audio volume that I get from it. So that's not what I want. I do want it to go out to voice meter. Right? That's what I want. And then, so it's come into voice meter through B, I think is what it is. Through the virtual inputs. And the virtual input, I don't know which one it is. Which one is it? It's this one. So now if I do that, so A1 is sample. And sample is where all the regular audio is going, like this thing. Right? It's all playing and it's in your ears. It's really quiet though. Is it because of this? Yeah, so it's quiet because of that. Okay. And then from there, so sample, you're getting from the digital interface, and it's going to sample. I like bread. I like bread. Well, thank you for hanging out, Michael Jackson. I appreciate you hanging out. That means a lot to me. Interface, cam link, AverMedia, webcam, NVIDIA, GoXLR, cam link, GoXLR, webcam, NVIDIA. Okay, so none of these are the audio that I want, and that's fine. So then that comes in, and then the alerts are this one. So if these are the alerts, I want to send the alerts to my ears, which I can hear here. But you don't. And then this one, let's go to speakers here. And then if I do that, can you hear them now? No, still no. That's not... So it's coming in over here, but it's not actually coming out into my ears. Which is really weird, because it should be. It's playing. It's just not coming in through this thing. So I can hear it. It's really strange that it's doing that. It's really, really strange that it's doing that. You know, I know why I'm hearing an echo, though, because what I'm doing right now is gonna send it twice in my ears. But that's not a big deal for me. But why is it not playing for you? It should be playing for you. Huh. Maybe the voice meter is just crashing. So let's cancel. Let's close both voice meters. Oh, here it did something. Oh, because the screen went to sleep. Okay, there. Is that why? Because the screen went to sleep? Load up voice meter banana. And now if I do it, can you hear it? Okay. There we go. Main, not too much. I did a fresh install of Windows.
Retrif 3 Hey.
Okay, so now you all can hear it, although it's very, very, very quiet on your side, and I don't understand why it's so quiet on your side. It shouldn't be. It should be at full volume. It should actually be obnoxiously loud. But for some reason it's not. Which is... Oh, now this isn't working. Huh, weird. Now that doesn't work. So I can't do both at the same time. System, speakers, and sample. But I want stuff to come out of the speakers. So basically, I have a 2 PC setup for my stream. Long story short, I went through like a divorce breakup type thing, and I was using 2 PCs. She didn't move out until this last week, and so I knew I was gonna have to rearrange my whole stream room. And because I had to rearrange my stream room, I didn't want to go through all the trouble of setting up the PCs properly, because I was using my strongest PC to actually stream from and my weaker PC to game from. And the problem was that the weaker PC couldn't run the graphics full blast. And so I was using a PC that wasn't really keeping up when it came to gameplay. So I wanted to switch the PCs around, but that would entail switching hardware around. And so when I did that, I was having a lot of issues with the computers locking up or slowing down, and just they weren't working well. So I did completely fresh installs on both computers. I switched the hardware around. But because I switched both PCs around, one motherboard has optical out and the other motherboard doesn't. And so the way I had set up my audio works with one setup for the computers, but now that I switched the computers, I can't use the same setup because the optical out was one of the channels I was using, and I can't use it the way I was before. So now I'm trying to work out a way to do it without using the optical out the way that I was. But it's caused a lot of problems. It's not something that almost anybody ever does on stream, but what I'm doing for my stream setup is I use a GoXLR. And the beauty of the Go XLR is you can set it up so you can hear as the user everything that your stream hears. So that way you know if some volume is too loud or too quiet or whatever. A problem is that I do a lot of jump scares on my stream and they're very loud. And in order for me to feel that like jump scare startled feeling, I need the volume as loud as it'll possibly go. And oh, I should probably check if he's messaged me at all. But hold on. Hold on a sec. So I want the jump scares really loud for me, but I don't want them loud for everybody else because people don't like them, which is totally fine. But I still want the alerts to be heard by you all. But the only way for me to do that is for me to use the monitoring system. But by doing that, you all can't hear the alerts and I can. So it gets really complicated, especially with the 2 PC setup, because I have to have sound from one go into the other. And so it gets really, really complicated. So what I'm trying to do is have the volume set up for you guys at one level that I can turn up and down manually. The volume set up for me at one level that I can turn up and down manually, and have the alerts set up at one volume for you and the alerts set up at one volume for me. Now, here's where the big problem lies for me, is I have hearing loss because I did a lot of live music with a Latin band, you know, brass, percussion. I have tinnitus and everything. It's not bad. Like, I'm not deaf by any means, but I've got constant ringing in my ears. So I don't like to have my volume all the way up all the time, especially when I'm playing something like Dark Souls or Resident Evil, when there's like explosions and stuff. It gets really, really loud. So I want to turn my volume down. But the basic setup would mean that I turn my volume down and I turn down everything, including the alerts. Damn it, stop turning off the screen. I turn off everything, including the alerts. And I don't want that to happen. And I want the alerts to stay at full volume, even if I turn down everything else. And so that's where my problem lies, because I can set it up so you and I have different sound volumes, but my volume is still going to be tied to my headphones. And I don't want that. I want my headphones to be one level and my alerts to be a totally different level, while still being a third level for you guys compared to everything else. So it's overcomplicated, and it's something that nobody else would ever really worry about. But I want my volume in this way because I want the jump scares. Because there was a while there where I had the jump scares just tied to regular volume, and I would turn down the volume because my head was hurting from how loud it was, and the jump scare would come through and it just wouldn't affect me because it was quiet in the background. So I'm trying to figure this out now, and I got really close. But there's one issue, and I just ran into it, and I got to try to figure out how to not have that issue anymore, which kind of sucks because I really, really don't want this to be the case. Welcome back, Dontavis, because right now I have the alerts that you can all hear, and if I run them, they're playing for you. But they're playing for you rather quietly, which I don't know why. All of it's really quiet for some reason. Do I need to turn that up? No, that's all the way up. Right? And that's on voice meter. Okay. So, double play. Okay. So if I go to audio, my monitoring device. You know what? What if I do it on music? What if I do it on music? And then I just have my browser be something separate? I don't know what I can make my browser though. I don't know how to make my browser something separate. Okay. So what if I put it on music for the alerts? Right? And then I put this input as music. Can I do this input as music? I don't think I can. I can only do chat mic. Crap, that doesn't work either. Oh, wait. And then the music gets sent out to all of you. And then it can also be put to my ears at full volume. While it's not full volume for you. No, it's not going to work. Oh, no, it could work. Oh, my God. Do you mean like the way that I have all the audio set up on screen? Yeah, there's a lot going on right now. There's a lot going on. I basically have GoXLR here. I have Voice Meter Banana over here. I also have this Voice Meter Banana on the other computer, and then OBS here, which this OBS, the idea was that this was going to have my second alerts. This is the problem I'm running into. This computer doesn't have internet, the computer that I'm looking at here. And so it can't pick up the alerts because they're not playing through here. I have to get a cable. There's nothing I can do. I'm going to have to get a cable to get the alerts. It's the only way I can do it, because then that way I can send out the audio separately from here. And then you guys can get the audio from this OBS while I get the audio from this OBS. I was trying to save myself 15 or 20 bucks. It doesn't look like that's going to happen. It doesn't look like I have a choice. Crap. Oh, I was trying to save myself some money. How did I learn to deal with it? Exactly what I'm doing right now. Just messing with it. Just trying to like figure out what I'm trying to do in my head and think about it step by step. I try to think of it like a hose where you start at one point and it's going to come out the other point. You just have to see where you're going to plug that hose in and then where that plug has the next hose heading. And each one is kind of complicated. And especially in this setup, it's a real mess. Like what I'm doing here, I've got this going out to my regular speaker channel, right? Like the little headphone jack at the back of your computer. But I have that going out into my GoXLR into what would be the line in, which is the same headphone jack for stuff coming in. Normally you would plug in like a microphone into there or something. And then on the GoXLR, which you can see here, so it's come in from the line in, which is this one here. And here I'm sending it to the line out, which is another headphone jack, which is heading now to the other computer. And now on this computer, which you can see over here, I have that line in coming into Voice Meter Banana. And so now everything that's coming out of my main computer is now into this line here. And now from this line, I am now splitting it up. You can kind of see it over here. One comes out of my capture card or my video card audio. You know, like if you plug in your HDMI to a computer monitor with speakers, it'll give you the sound through the speakers. So I have one coming out through the capture card or video card and one coming out through my optical out. So now I have one line of audio coming out into two separate lines of audio. And so the digital out is now what you see here on the GoXLR. And the digital out would be console, which is what I'm hearing in my headphones. And the capture card I have set up to be samples, which is what you are all hearing. And so you all hear the capture card and I hear the optical out. So we're both hearing similar sounds, but they're both two totally different channels, so I can control the volume separately. Now, the problem I'm running into is I need to get the alerts to be a totally separate channel so that you can all hear the alerts come through and I can hear the alerts come through, but they can have separate volumes as well. I want the alerts to have the same volume as everything else for you, but I want the alerts to have a totally different volume than everything for me. But the way I figure it out is by thinking that way, thinking literal step by step how everything connects in order to get it to work. I guess I think music might be the only way I can do it. Music might be the only way I can do it. But then that screws my headphones up because over here, I'm going to end up hearing the audio twice. How bad is that double audio if I do that? So I'm going to send the music through the line out. And I'm going to set it to my headphones. But if I send it to the line out, what is system? What do I have going to system? I don't know what I have going to system. Maybe I can do the music, the music from here. Okay, so the music goes out. And so if I play it, it should play for both you and me, right? Oh, something happened. Something happened. It's very, very hard to learn when you get as complicated as I am. It's not normally this complicated. It's far, far less complicated. But I've made it very, very complicated. And now I've made it very oh, it's muted, that's why. It's because I have this music going through here, which I don't want to do anymore. But if I go through here, I've made it very complicated. It's not normally this complicated, but it is hard to learn. And it's very hard to get what I'm trying to do across without you being in my head. It's not a simple setup. But don't be, if you think about streaming ever, don't be intimidated. It's never this complicated. I've just made it this complicated because I am literally doing, I'm literally doing a 2 PC setup, and I'm trying to get 3 separate sound levels, and that's not something that any streamer really ever does. I'm doing it because I specifically want my alerts to be really loud. If it wasn't for that, I wouldn't be doing something this complicated. I'm just really stubborn. Okay, so what if I put this out to system, and then I turn system down, and now the alerts should come through. They are coming through to all of you, but they're very quiet. So let's turn the music up.
Retrif 3 hey.
Okay, so now you can hear the alerts, and I can hear the alerts. And that volume is all the way up. And you can hear the music. And I can hear the music. The music we want to... Oh, the music isn't... The music is not going out loudly, though. But it is out. Maybe it's the line out that's too quiet? No, line in is too quiet? Ah. There's the problem. Okay. So now let's... Why is that? Oh, hold on. What is line in? Line in is coming from this PC into this computer, into this mixer, right? Line out is going... Okay. So if I turn that down, turn this all the way up. It's not loud in your ears, but now it's going up. Okay. Why am I getting... I'm getting double... Oh! That's why. Okay. Every step is a new thing. Right? What is system? What is... Oh no, wait. Where did I put the music? Where did I put... Sorry, I'm everywhere right now in my brain. The browser is coming out through system. Okay. But nothing's connected to system, so why am I still hearing it in my headphones? I shouldn't be hearing it. You can hear it. You shouldn't be hearing it either. Okay, no, you should be hearing it. Okay. So if it's going from system, line out is here, but system isn't playing for line out. So why is it going out? It shouldn't be. Oh, it just glitched. Okay. It wasn't supposed to be playing out, but it was. And it wasn't supposed to be. But now it's not even routing. Okay, so yeah, it wasn't playing on anybody's, and now we're good. Now we're good. Okay, so now if I do this, you should hear it. Nope. Doesn't seem it. to have done anything. It doesn't seem to have done anything at all. Sample speaker. No, don't go to sleep. Ah, every time. Every time. So system. Where's... Oh, am I disconnected from the internet again? Is that what's happened? No, I'm still good. Where's the music? Or did it stop because of the stupid... Are you still watching? No, the internet just disconnected. Ah! There we go. Okay, so now you can hear it. It's full blast, but you can hear it. Okay. We're one step closer. We're one step closer. I'm really confused. Line out and line in are both playing it, and they're both... They shouldn't be playing it. Oh, is it because the voice meter? Is that what's happening? Is voice meter doing it? Ha, voice meter's doing it. Okay. So let's just remove these. Okay. And then go XLR. And then mixer. Is not playing anything now. It should be, but it's not. So routing. System is going to go to the line out, which is what we wanted. Which should be going into this system, but it's not. So mixer. System is not working. Voice meter. This. Okay, that is playing. Out of the speakers. And then routing. That goes out of the speakers. And then the system's supposed to go through the line out. The system goes, the line in is from the computer going out. The system is also line in. And it should be going out to the samples. So those three should be playing for all of you, and they're not. Okay, that added it, but now it's in my ears and it shouldn't be. And then if I go to system, it's still playing for all of you. Okay. I think I'm making some progress. I don't know. It's the best music. It's the best music. I actually had a Stream Deck, or a Stream Beats on, and it changed to this. So I don't know. I don't even know whose music this is. Hopefully I don't get in trouble. Okay, so it's going out to the system through the line out. And then the line out is sending it to all of you and to me, which is fine. I can deal with that. That is okay. Okay. And now that is exactly what I wanted, because now it's coming into both of us. And I can still control it through here, but let's turn this up. And I can still control it through here for both of us. And so we want it right around there because we don't want the music too loud. People got really mad about that. I tend to do that too much. Okay, so that's that. That's how I want it. This is just for my ears. Yeah, and it doesn't affect all of you, which is exactly how I want it. Okay, now, back to the alerts. Back to the alerts. The alerts are now set to music, and the music is gonna go out to everybody, which are the alerts, right? I want it turned up all the way, but how much is that gonna mess with all of you? It shouldn't be too bad. Now if I trigger the alerts, they're a little bit loud, but it's the same volume as like gameplay and stuff is gonna be.
Retrif 3 Hey.
Which is fine. Because I would end up turning this down a little bit for you all, and then this. Yeah, now that's a more reasonable volume, but now if I go to me, and I turn this on, oh, but it's really doubled for me.
Retrif 3 Hey.
And now if I do a jump scare, it's going to be a jump scare, everybody. You're going to hear a loud scream. I apologize. I just want to see how it sounds for me. Nope.
Say Pope Gebhard, please.
That still works. It's just doubled with the voice text thing. But that's going to work. For now, that should be fine. That should work. And so now if I go to gameplay, let's open up Subnautica again because it's got that music at the beginning. And let's see if that is a reasonable volume and still have the alerts at a reasonable volume. Yeah, see, the gameplay is okay. Right? That's not bad. Stormtrooper, again, that's your own choice. If you like streams like that, then go for it, right? A lot of streamers do it. I hate it. I absolutely detest streams that play music while their gameplay is going. You know, there's streamers that I'm friends with who like full-blown mute their game and just play music the whole time. I absolutely hate it. I totally hate streams like that. And even though some of these people are my friends, I will not watch their streams only on that reason, because I hate that. But that's me. So I don't do it on my stream. But there are streamers that don't like to use the gameplay sound on stream because they don't know if somebody's gonna, you know, if they're playing online, they don't know if somebody's gonna say something on stream that is gonna be, you know, troublesome. Or they don't know if the music that's gonna play is gonna get them in trouble for copyright, so they'd rather just use royalty-free music. And there are some people that genuinely don't like sound effects in games, so they just listen to music because they'd rather just have the music going in the background and chat to people while they're playing. It really depends on how you want to run your stream. It's like with green screen versus not green screen. Some streamers love green screen, so they use it. Some streamers hate green screen, so they don't use it. I like green screen, but I have like a cool fancy room in the background, so I want to show it off. But that's me, right? I also have nice lighting and stuff. It's honestly, it's all up to how you want to run your stream. Okay, so the gameplay is running, and it's running at an okay volume. And then if I do the alert again, it's working for me.
Retrif 3 Hey.
I wonder, I don't want to mess with this, but I'm going to anyway. I wonder if I make this input. Does this have music? I don't know. This is the one that doesn't have music, right? Yeah, this is the one that doesn't do music, but this one does. So what happens if I... No, that sends it out to music, and that's not what I want. That's not what I want. What if... What if I send the alerts to chat? Yeah, Stormtrooper. Honestly, with a lot of stream stuff, it's up to what you want to do, because everybody likes to run their stream slightly different. I'm very big on like chatting. I'm very, very big on like a clean aesthetic. There are some streamers that I watch that have a bunch of stuff on their screen, but they can make it look really pretty. You know, there's one particular streamer that I think of, and she just started up recently again, and she has like a comic book panel style look. I don't know how to describe it. It's not really a comic book panel style, but she's got like different little squares with different things happening in them. It's a really, really cool aesthetic. It looks awesome. It doesn't work for me, so I don't do something like that. I used to have crazy overlays. I used to have things like bars on the top, bars on the bottom, and like different animations and all this crazy stuff. I also used to do, for a while there, I did it where I had like the full widescreen camera. Did my camera froze? My camera froze, didn't it? Of course it did. Dude, I don't know who's calling me. Deactivate, activate. Oh no! Is it? Okay, no, that's on. Okay, there we go, there we go. Okay, it was weird. I don't know what happened. I guess NVIDIA crashed? I don't know. Anyways, I used to have it set up. Whoa. Okay, I used to have it set up so I had the full widescreen camera, and I added like a filter on it so it looked like it was folded, and it was like a folded piece of paper. That kind of stuck out on the screen. So like I had different effects. I got rid of all of it. I'm on TikTok. It's a little bit more complicated because the layout is weird. But like on Twitch and stuff, my layout is super basic now. It's really up to how you want streams to be. So there's no specific like rule as to what works and what doesn't. Did he answer me? There's no specific way that it needs to be done. It's just really up to how you think it should work. Okay, so if I send instead of line out, I send it to the chat, and then the chat goes here, right? No, but that's my voice. I don't want my voice. That's not gonna work. Okay, so that's not gonna work because I use my voice for the chat. Okay, so that's not good. Dang it. I was trying to get it so I don't hear the alerts in my ears when they go off. Game, where does game go? Does game have one here? Game does not have one. Music goes to system. You know what? It might just be easier instead of the music being this for the broad, like the music at the beginning of the stream, because I only do music for a little while. Instead of the music being there, what if I send the music straight to voice meter? If I send the music straight to voice meter... Okay, so... Let's shut this off for a second just so I can try to listen to the music and see if I got music going. And I see send music to voice meter. Right? And then voice meter sends it out to samples. That's not what I want. I don't want it to go to samples. I want it to go... Actually, do I want it to go to samples? I think I want it to go to samples. And then I turn it down so it's not super loud. Okay, so the music is there and it's going out to all of you. And I get it to go out to me. No, it doesn't. I can't get it to go out to me without it messing with everything. Oh wait, what if I send it to... Is console there? Game, music, speakers... System... Oh. Because now you've got music, but I don't. What did that do? Whoa! Ah, that was so loud. Stop it! Oh my god, that was so loud in my ears. I'm sorry if it was really loud for everybody else. I'm sorry. I didn't mean for that to happen. I pushed the wrong thing. Okay, that's not sending a signal to anything. Oh, that is so loud. The Fact Giver, thank you for the follow. I really appreciate that. Stormtrooper from TikTok, hello, hello. How are you? So normally my streams have a lot more people that hang out, but I've been streaming a lot earlier. My plan is to start streaming earlier down the road. I just haven't yet because I'm still all messed up with the way that I'm sleeping and stuff. So there will be a change, just not yet. Okay, so that's not what I want then. I don't want this. This isn't working. But I want Microsoft Edge. Sends it to voice meter. Voice meter is sending it to you. How can I get it to send it to me too without it messing up everything? Because I am plugged into the Go XLR. And my headphones are listening to console and music. Can I send it to chat? Is that what I can do? Can I send it to chat without you all hearing it? It's in chat, but I'm not hearing it. Oh. Okay. So now I can hear the music. And now you can hear the music. And I can control the volume on the music. I just need to know the music's on. Like, that's the only reason I need the music, is so I can know that it's on. Okay. And now if I go to my mixer for my channel 1, do I need my microphone on channel 1? I don't think I even need my microphone on channel 1 because, oh no, I do because I want to mute my mic once in a while. So channel 2 isn't music, it's gonna be chat. And I can... And... Oh. It only turns it up and down for me. That's fine, honestly. I don't really mind that. Right? Yeah, I don't mind that. Routing. Yeah, that's fine. I don't really mind that happening. Because the volume is okay for all of you. And I don't even necessarily have to have the music on. It could just be really quiet while you're all still listening to it. Is the volume okay for the music? It won't let you gift? I don't know why. No, it shouldn't be disabled. It should be fine. I don't know why. Stop friggin' going into hibernation or turning off the thing. How do I do that? How do I stop it from doing that? That's the refresh rate. You know what? I'm just going to leave it for now. Just for now. It doesn't matter. I'm not going to mess with that right now. Okay. But yeah, is the volume okay for everybody? Like, does it sound really loud or is the music okay? Or should it be slightly quieter? It's 118 for you? Oh, it's in the power settings. Okay. Yeah, I'm not used to Windows 11 and I don't ever deal with like the sleeping thing because I don't normally have the screen just on while I'm working on it. But every time the screen turns off, Like the capture card or the video card turns off, the capture card disconnects, and then voice meter banana doesn't know what to do. So it keeps messing with it, but that's fine. Anyways, is the volume overpowering? Because I'm only going off the little like meter that I can see on screen. I think it should be okay. It might be a little bit loud. But it should be... No, it's fine. Okay, perfect. Yeah, because normally I had it slightly louder than that, and there were people that would come in and like complain that it was too loud, so I'm just hoping that that's fine. Okay. So now you've all got music, I've got music. And the alerts... What did I just do with the alerts? What was my decision with the alerts? I don't remember anymore. I don't remember my decision with the alerts, damn it. The alerts are the music, and the music is playing straight to my ears. And I can play them. No, the broadcast, if I put the music there, it's going to be loud for you too. Oh, it was voice meter. Something in voice meter I was doing with music. What was I doing with music? I have no idea. Samples. And the alerts. Hold on. Where are the alerts going? Audio. Yeah. Monitoring is going to music. So then if I play... Now that I did that with chat. No, but if I did that with chat, it was actually sending the music to the chat as if it was a microphone, and that's not what I wanted. Okay, and the music is in my ears, but the music is not out to you, which is what I want. So if I put... No, but then it's going to double it in my ears. What I'm trying to do is not have double music. Or double alerts. And voice meter input. Okay. And then my alerts are in there. So if I... Oh, it's going to be so loud in my ears. It's going to be so loud in my... This is like the longest stream I've done in a long time. Sorry, my brain's just everywhere. Okay, so if I play this, it should... Yeah, so there's no alerts going to you all. Okay. So now, the alerts are in my ears, but they're not in yours. So then if I... It sounds good. Good, I'm glad. If I... Maybe I can do it this way. This might be something. Okay, so if I hide this... And... Does this affect what I hear? It does. It does affect it. That's not what I want. Hide that. And hide this. But then... sorry, I'm looking at my OBS. You all can't see it, but I can. If I go to my settings on OBS... And in my audio, I add another channel and I add music in particular. Right? And then, oh no, but you can hear my voice. It shouldn't be my voice. Oh no, it's this one. It's this one. Then that's still playing for you all. And then I play this. Ha! You hear the alerts now, right? It's playing okay. The volumes. TikTok doesn't though.
Retrif 3
TikTok doesn't though. TikTok doesn't. Yeah, I forgot that you guys are on a very separate, audio thing because I'm using a separate OBS or I'm using Live Studio, and so you guys wouldn't hear it. Let me add that here now. And then if I add, that's under microphones. I don't want to add a microphone. I want to add audio, which will be this one. We'll change from default to music, save, and then I could turn it to here-ish, I think is roughly where it would be, and then I play it, and now you can hear it, right? No, stop turning off.
Retrif 3, hey.
Okay, and that volume was okay, right? Like if I'm playing music, let's say, right? Let's go to the middle where songs are kind of loud. And then we have the alerts go off. It should be audible, but not like insanely loud compared to the music, right? It should be an okay, perfect.
Retrif 3, hey.
Okay. I think we've got it. I think we finally got it. God, I think I got it. I think I got it. Oh. Oh, that was so much work. Now the final step. Let's run Subnautica real quick. Stop the music. Let the game start up. Let me listen this way. I can hear myself and the music is definitely not overpowering my voice, which is what matters. And then I want to do the jump scare, because that's the loud one that I'm worried about the most.
Say Pope Gebhard, please.
It was kind of loud, but not crazy loud. I could still turn it down a little bit, but that's a huge change. Oh my gosh, that's a big one. Oh, that makes me so happy. That makes me so happy. Let's hear that. Yeah, that's much better. Oh, that's...
has been saying it's been 31 months for 2 weeks already, so here it is.
Okay, now one more time, I want to make sure that I don't hear... Which one is my audio? Is it this? No. This? Okay, I'm just trying to listen without having the game actually mess with my ears. Okay, and then... this?
Say Pope Gebhard, please.
Okay. Yeah, that doesn't sound crazy, crazy loud. Okay. Oh, we did it! We did it! It's working! My audio is doing exactly what I want. You all can hear the things. Where's Pog? I don't know. Oh, you got locked out of your account for some reason? That's okay. That's okay, Fact Giver. No worries. There's always other streams. Oh, I love Minecraft. I love Minecraft. That has been 3 hours and 44 minutes. Mind you, the first like half an hour is me just talking and hanging out. Whatever, maybe the first hour was me just talking and hanging out. But that's been at least 3 hours of me working on this audio setup. And it is now working. What is this thing? Oh, it's my logo. Did I move it by accident? Or is it just underneath everything? Hey, my logo's missing. Weird. It's missing on all of them. Huh. I don't know what happened. Oh well, I could figure that out later. Oh, I'm so happy. And I don't know what this thing is anymore. I don't remember, but this is... I can hear it. I can also mute everything for you guys. I can mute everything for me. I can also phone so then you guys don't hear me if I turn my microphone off. Oh, it's working. It's literally everything that we need for audio. Without having to buy a stupid cable. I'm gonna have to buy one eventually because if I want to play online ever, I need to do that. But we have sound. And the alerts are 2 separate volumes for everybody. And so we can get rid of this because you don't need to see that. And this because you don't need to see that. So we have alerts for everybody. If I go over here, my poor computer can't handle the scene change. And I delete that, and I delete that. Okay, you're still getting the game sound and stuff. If I do the sub thing, is it still giving you sound? Yes, it is, and it's still the same volume. Oh, this is fantastic. I'm so happy.
Twitch has been saying it's been 31 months for 2 weeks already, so here it is.
Oh, I'm so happy. Okay, this is great. Now the alerts are working. You can see me. Oh yeah, I got rid of the over. Oh, no, I had a thing all around me. That's there, but where's my other yellow border? Oh, it's because it's underneath. There we go. So now we can see that. My camera's at the very bottom. The alerts are above that. The logo's missing though, and the info bar. Everything's missing. Weird. Maybe it's Stream Elements causing an issue, maybe? Okay, so I've been live for almost 4 hours. I'm gonna end up stopping real soon. I'm gonna be live tomorrow and we're actually gonna play something. Maybe we'll start with Subnautica. I don't know. I've been so messy with my streams over the last few months because, you know, Alana was planning to move and there was no set date, and it was kind of like I didn't want to set schedules and stuff because everything was going to be different, because I was still taking care of my daughter during the day. And so I didn't know what was going to happen. I didn't want to, you know, set up a schedule and then have to change it and then set a new one up and have to change it. And, you know, she was still in school when I first started setting up. And then when she was on summer vacation, she was at home more. So there was like limitations on what I could do. But now I have way more time. So I'm going to be setting a much more rigid schedule of like what days I'm streaming and what I'm streaming on those days, and what kind of content I'm going to be making. I'm still going to be a variety streamer. It's more of what kind of variety streamer I'm going to be, because I don't want to be variety to the point of where I play just anything. I want to kind of pick a theme and stick to it for a little bit and see how it goes, for a few weeks anyway. And then based on that, we'll kind of decide what is going to happen with the stream, because honestly, I don't know what is going to happen. It's very, very strange to have to kind of rebuild. That is so weird. It's not working. Copy URL. Why isn't it working? It should be. It should be. So this one was info bar. Boom. Right? And there. It's still not showing. That's really weird. Huh. Oh. There's that. Okay, so maybe it's just frozen. Maybe I just need to refresh the cache. I think it's because the internet kept disconnecting. Is that what it is? Yeah, the internet kept disconnecting, so it got rid of the thing. That's why. Okay. There we go. Okay. And now when I'm over here, man, the animation is like slow motion. There we go. I got the logo and everything back on. Starting soon. Is that working? The animation is so bad right now. Yeah, you can see the starting soon, and that's there, and the chat box is there. Yeah, this is good. Oh, this is good. Okay. So, I will be live tomorrow. I don't know exactly at what time, because like I said, I'm still covering for my brother. He's on vacation, and that kind of makes it a little bit Is that you that was calling me? No, it wasn't you. Okay, then I don't know who it was. I'm still covering his vacation, so I'm working much later than I should be. I'm starting much earlier than I should be, and so it's really making it hard for me to know exactly when I'm going to start streaming, but he's back on Wednesday, so come Thursday I should have a much better idea. I am planning to stream 5 days a week now. I was only doing 3 for a really long time, and then I kind of upped it to 4. I'm going to be doing 5 now for sure, and I'm hoping to do at least 4 hours. 3 hours will be the shortest. I'm aiming for 4. It could go longer once I have gameplay going, especially if I start streaming at an earlier time where a lot of the people that like to hang out are going to be here to be able to chat and watch me play and stuff. That'll make it easier to kind of hang out. I had mentioned to my friend a rough schedule of what I wanted to do, but I don't remember where I said it because we chatted quite a bit over the last little bit. But I'm thinking it's going to be something like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then like Friday, Saturday, maybe. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Yeah, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. Or like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday. I haven't fully decided. Do I have it? What I wrote, the idea that I had was to stream Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Saturday. I haven't fully decided at what time. It's 8:30 for me right now. I am hoping to start. I started at 4:30 today. I'm hoping to start or almost 5. I'm hoping to start closer to like 3 o'clock, which would be like 9 p.m. in Europe, roughly, give or take, depending on your specific location. And that would give me, you know, at 5 hours, I'd be at 8 o'clock, which then allows me to still stop and have a bit of a break before I go to work. It gives us a window to be able to do 5-6 hour streams, no problem. I'm off on the weekends, so the weekends might be totally different. I might be able to start earlier than that, or I might end up doing a much later stream and stream much longer. I haven't fully decided yet. I'm also thinking that I'm going to be doing like a theme. So right now I'm kind of leaning towards horror and survival. You know, play things like Resident Evil, but also do things like Subnautica and The Forest and Minecraft and like stuff where that is kind of the point, is surviving. But then I want to choose maybe the weekend to kind of just let that be a free-for-all day where I just kind of play whatever I feel like, so we can do like Baldur's Gate or Dave the Diver or whatever. That way I don't get fully burnt out playing the exact same games all the time, but I also still have focus on what the channel is going to be. So that way people know kind of what to expect. And on Saturdays, it's kind of a free-for-all and it allows new people to come in and all that kind of stuff. That's what I'm aiming for. So tomorrow, I should be good to go, and we're going to start playing right away. So my plan is to probably start with Subnautica. We have been playing... Elden Ring's probably going to take a backseat now. I'm probably going to like back out of Elden Ring for a while. I have been playing Resident Evil 8 and Minecraft. I was playing 7 Days to Die, but there was some drama with the devs, so I'm kind of iffy about playing that. But Subnautica, The Forest, and Green Hell. I'm really interested in Green Hell. I've already beaten it, but I have it for the PS5, and it's in VR, so I'd be very interested in playing that in VR with everybody and kind of just survive and kind of see what's going on. That might be an interesting thing to do. That's kind of where we're sitting. Thank you for the W streamer. Heck yes. But yeah, everything's set up. I've got basic overlays. I don't have anything crazy. I will be recording some memes to kind of throw in for like channel point redemptions and stuff and like stupid things like that. But I have a big green screen here. I have like a regular... You can kind of see it right there, the black thing there. That's my Elgato green screen. And it's phenomenal. I use it for VR for sure, but I have a really big green screen that I'm going to be implementing to use for recording some memes, so you guys can use like channel points to have like memes of me pop up and doing different things. I'm going to work on all that too over time, over the next little while. That's going to take a bit more time, but the main thing I wanted was my sound to be working, my overlays to be working, my alerts to all be there, and we're there. So we're good to start streaming. I've been live for 4 hours now, and I need to eat some dinner. I'm kind of hungry. But this is going to be great. I'm really looking forward to doing that tomorrow. Either Resident Evil or Subnautica tomorrow. Those are the two that I'm leaning on. Maybe Green Hell. I'm not sure. But Subnautica or Resident Evil for sure are the two that I'm looking at. And then that'll be that. So tomorrow I'll be live. I don't know exactly at what time. Like I said, I started about 4 hours ago. I am aiming to start earlier than that tomorrow, like an hour earlier, hopefully. I can't make any promises. Today was a bit different because I was supposed to be home at 7. I ended up staying at work until like 9:30, so I didn't get home until 10, which means I didn't get to bed till almost 11. So it really like threw me off. But I should be home earlier tomorrow. And so if I'm home by like 7, I am really hoping that I can be in bed by 8 and I can be up by like 2:30. That's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2. That's 6.5 hours. That's pretty much the maximum I can sleep anyway. And so be home by 2:30, or be up by 2:30, which means if I shower and get ready, I should be ready by 3:30 to go. And so then we can start streaming at 3:30 for my time. And yeah, and then if we do 3:30 for 4 hours, that's 7:30. That's not bad. This is all Eastern time, obviously. Right now it is 8:42 for me, so that is the plan. That is the plan. So Michael Jackson, I am using TikTok Live Studio, which is their version of OBS. Basically, it's the same as OBS. It's really janky. It's kind of problematic. But I'm using it. And maybe that's why my overlays are messing up. My transitions are messing up because I'm using TikTok, and I think it's using the CPU and not the GPU. And that might be messing up my transitions. Anyways, I'm using TikTok Live Studio. Now, my understanding is not everybody has access to it, like that you can download it, but you can't actually stream. I think you need at least 1,000 followers to go live. But I also think that using PCs to stream is still hit and miss. TikTok isn't giving access to everybody. I don't know how much that's changed. But what I'm also doing is I actually use OBS, and I downloaded the Atom vertical plugin. Can I show you one here? I'll show you on TikTok. I'm not going to put it up on OBS because it's worthless. Because it doesn't pertain to them. So let's add a source. Let's add display capture. And okay, shush. Put it up above. Okay, so you can kind of see it here. It's all like super Inception, but I've got OBS up here, and I've got my regular OBS, and then next to it, so that I'll full screen it. This, I've got OBS, and next to it, I've got the vertical plugin, and this I'm actually using as a virtual camera. So I can do all of my alerts and everything all in OBS, and when I do like transitions, they run through OBS, and I've got them all linked, so they're actually all connected. That way I don't have to run 2 different OBSs and control 2 separate OBSs. And because it's a virtual camera on TikTok Live Studio, I've just added it as a webcam. So when I go to my settings here on my webcam, when I go to my settings here on my webcam, open up, there it is. My camera is actually just OBS virtual camera. And anything that happens on OBS now happens in TikTok Live Studio without me having to play, and nobody on TikTok could see it. They could just hear it. So that way it allows me to do everything with 1 click instead of multiple clicks. The app isn't bad. It's not great. It's missing. Really? Really? Am I back? I think I'm back. Maybe, I hope. I don't know. I hope I'm back. Anyways, TikTok will randomly... Okay, yeah, it looks like I'm back. The TikTok app is kind of a mess. You know, sometimes it will, like, it doesn't have some of the features that you would want, like certain filters don't exist. Support for Stream Deck doesn't exist, so you can't switch scenes very easily. The voice meter thing at the bottom that you can see how loud your volume is, it doesn't actually level properly. So on OBS, when I'm talking, I'm maxing out the bar, so I can see how loud I'm being. On TikTok, it's not even reaching halfway, so I can't tell how loud I am on TikTok at all, at any time. And even like the gameplay audio is just like a little blip of green on screen, whereas on OBS, it's taking up like 3/4 of the volume, so I can see that it's loud. TikTok Live Studio has a long way to go. It doesn't have transitions, it doesn't have scene nesting the same way that OBS is. Like, there's a bunch of stuff missing. But it allows you to stream from your PC, and it obviously brings up that extra quality, and it allows you to do quite a bit with your streams. You can add the alerts and all that kind of stuff that you would on OBS. There's just features missing, which kind of sucks. I'm still disconnecting. I'm still disconnecting like crazy. Anyways, I gotta get out of here. I should leave before the stream crashes again. Yeah, I'm dropping frames like crazy. Damn it, stop disconnecting. There we go. Now it's settled out. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why it's doing this. I have to figure it out. Yeah, I have to figure it out. I don't know what's going on. Anyways, TikTok Live Studio has its problems, but it's a good method to go live. That's what matters, right? It's a good method to go live and to have the decent quality and not have it be just from my phone. It also allows me to have all the overlays and stuff. And like, do I have it? I think I have it set up, right? I think I have it set up. Yeah, I have it set up so like you can see the Twitch chat on screen, so that way you guys can kind of be in the loop of what's happening on Twitch. I normally have it set up on Twitch that you can see the TikTok chat as well. I just haven't done that yet. But yeah, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. Maine, thank you for hanging out. Yes, I'm heading out too. So have yourself a good sleep. I will hope to see you tomorrow. Michael Jackson, thank you for hanging out with me. Stormtrooper, if you're still hanging out, thank you for being there as well. Everybody else, have yourselves a really good night. I don't know what is going on with my stream. I definitely need to figure out why it's disconnecting. I'm going to try to run some like Windows updates and stuff, and hopefully that'll settle things down. And I'm going to reset my router, and maybe that is the problem. If not, it might just be my motherboard, and I'm going to have to come up with some money for a new motherboard, which is going to suck. But yeah, that's everything. I am out of here. Thank you all for hanging out. Oh, everybody was sending gifts and I didn't even notice. Thank you. Thank you for all the roses and the GGs and all that stuff. I apologize. I wasn't ignoring you. I promise. I just didn't notice that they were there. But yes, I will be back tomorrow. And either Subnautica, Green Hell, or Resident Evil. I haven't decided yet. We'll play something tomorrow, though. No sitting here watching me deal with OBS stuff the whole time. Thank you, everybody. I really appreciate all the love and the support. You have all been amazing. And I will see you soon. Yes, Michael Jackson. I will definitely be live tomorrow. I just don't know what time. It'll be probably about 4 hours earlier than now. That's my goal. But thank you for being here. I will see you soon. Have yourselves a good night. Goodbye, TikTok, and see you tomorrow. And Twitch and YouTube, I don't think there's anybody there because Restream is having a really hard time with the signal dropping all the time, so I really apologize. But if you are there, I'm so sorry the internet has been such a mess. But thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you for being here. I will see you all tomorrow. Have yourselves a really great night. I love you all. Take care.